Yeah, Craig. It's my boy Gregory.
Gregory McDaniels.
Gregory Alexander.
What's that? The R&B Craig David.
Craig. What's the acting nigga? Craig Robinson.
What's the nigga from Friday? Craig. He said Craig Cube. Is Cube his last name because it's Ice Cube?
Craig Cube. Wait, did they ever say his last name in Friday?
I don't
I don't
know.
think they ever gave no last names. That's crazy.
Let me see. Craig last name from Friday. Jones. Craig Jones, baby.
Craig
Yeah.
Jones. I prefer a universe where everything is the exact same and life in Compton is the exact same for black people, but that universe, niggas just don't have last names. So, it's Smokey, it's Craig, it's Day Day. Nobody got a last name, but
Then
everything else is the same.
you gotta start adding the honorifics. Niggas gonna start having the Dark Souls names because it's gonna be multiple Craigs.
It's gonna be Craig, the Debo Knockeroker.
He said, Craig, that's a female. That's what's after the comma.
We gonna have what's that nigga name? Cat Williams.
Um, Money Mike, was that what he
Yeah,
was?
we gonna have Money Mike, the testicle twister.
He said, Money Mike, the audacious pimp.
I'm staying away from any nigga that's named Testicle Twister.
The testicular torsionist. You just like,
Oh
hello?
man.
You're like, why they call you that?
Realistically though, that wouldn't work, right? Because like he
What wouldn't work?
grabbed the scene where Money Mike grabbed Damon's balls when he tried to take advantage of it in the bathroom. Like
Mm-hmm.
he grabbed it with the pliers. You wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to grab a nigga's ball when the pliers gonna just crush him, right?
I think you could probably like lightly grip it, but my
How
problem
much force and inertia and physics would it take to like how much force it take to crush some balls? I
probably
would
not
imagine
much.
it's not a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably not much at all. That's like so he like lightly placed it there. It's like, hey, listen, bro. I can clamp this down like as hard as my forearms will let me, and that'll really be it. Like so,
Can't
which
even
one?
imagine lightly touching them with some fucking pliers.
Mm-mm.
Bro, that's excruciating pain. Especially like I don't know why, but the top of the balls are more sensitive than the bottom.
I don't know what it is, but listen, I've had too many occasions where you ever accidentally hit yourself, and
Hmm.
that should take you out, nigga.
You ever accidentally? That's why I said the top more sensitive than the bottom. You ever like accidentally hit like next to I don't even know what it's called, the string that holding us together.
The
What's it
connective
called?
tissue.
The connected tissue. The two wires that have them dangling.
Two wires.
If you hit next to that wire, I feel like it's more nerve than anywhere on your body.
I
You
mean,
hit
it
next to
probably
that wire.
is. Think about it. Ain't the wee just a clip? Like, it's stupid sensitive. So
Yeah,
anything near that is, they got the little tunnels running through it, the kinetic and, whatever. I'm just making shit up. Kinetic tunnels. Actually, kinetic
kinetic
tunnels sound
tunnels.
like a really nasty name for, like,
Yeah,
getting it in. Say, yeah, I'm
yeah.
trying to kinetically tunnel.
That sounds like something that a Hotep would say trying to get with a girl.
He said, see, we must combine and mobilize, therefore, my kinetic energy into your tunnel. Mm. She like,
If
yeah,
you
do me
was
a favor, get
vegan,
out, my
you
nigga.
wouldn't be bleeding out of your kinetic tunnels, mama.
Your
That's not
kinetic
normal.
tunnel. He said that's not normal. Yo, honestly, that part kills me every time. Like, it's amazing to me that there's people who have like, and of course, I'm going to use this
People in
opportunity to,
quotation marks.
yeah, and the person I'm looking at you, Doctor Sebi, but I'm using this as an opportunity to shit on Doctor Sebi. But this nigga said periods are unnatural, and y'all kept rocking with him. That's the part that's crazy to me, bro.
You
Like,
know
I'm
when
not
they
even
came
getting
up
to
with
the
that?
most obvious part. It was the pee drinking. He didn't come up with that. Like, people had been doing it. I'm sure dudes in like the 1400s, like old white men, were probably saying the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
You
believe
think
me.
dudes
Anytime a
in the
nigga,
1400s even knew women were bleeding? They was just fucking them and
yes, they knew because they was fucking them, dummy.
no,
Of
they was
course,
just.
they had to know. Yes, they were
I
in
don't
there.
think they were smart enough to realize. I just think some blood was there and they was just rocking with it.
I mean, I'm sure plenty of them weren't rocking with it, and for those who weren't rocking with it, they went to go get answers. Niggas just like, bro, how come? It'd be like, I was like every 32 fucks, I get in there and her shit just be like, I don't know what's up with it.
Every 32 fucks. Okay.
Like, but see, but he looking at it on that scale, right? He think it's a number game. Like he's
A
like, all right,
numbers game.
every 28 days something happened. I just don't get it. Like, what is it that I'm doing?
They ain't even had days back then. Just keep it at 32 fucks.
Every 28 sunsets.
When because I know that Caesar, well, they had days before Caesar, but the calendar that we use today was brought up by Caesar's regime in Rome.
Oh yeah,
What
the Georgian.
century was that? Was I want to say
I
that
don't know.
was
Let's
they
see,
might have had days in the 1400s. They might have.
Georgian calendar with introduced in 1582. So
Oh
yeah,
no, they ain't had
1400s. Nah,
days. I
they
told
ain't have it.
you. Yeah, them niggas was dumb.
Some boys was just talking about some. Hey, look, 28 suns. 28 suns later, she bleeding again. Yeah, I always think about that. It always nuts to think about what time was like before you had like units of measurement to explain time.
Before we had units of measurement, there was no time. Just like before we knew what gravity was, niggas was flying. We came up with all these laws, and now we just gotta adhere to them. It's
Can you imagine
bullshit.
a nigga in the air flying and then Einstein just discovered it? And no.
You mean
Yo.
Newton?
Oh yeah, Newton. My fault. I don't know why I said Einstein. Smart white guy. Whatever.
Same thing, yeah.
But he in the middle of the air flying. Bro, come on. Nah, yo, come on, man.
Ain't no come on, man. That nigga just plummet. He don't even know why, and he just died.
No, he know why. He
Yep.
tuned in.
No way a nigga figured this shit out, yo. Come on, yo.
Bro, how? They wasn't even supposed to get it for a couple more years, man.
Secret though, I'd be flying even though it's gravity.
Okay. This nigga be defying the laws.
I got multiple powers, just like I'd be feminizing men. I'd be
I'm like,
flying
can you
too.
imagine if that's your assortment of powers? Nigga can fly, he can feminize a man. You just like, bro, what is the use for these? Why didn't you pick anything useful?
I didn't pick. I was born with these powers. What you
Well,
mean?
nah, that's a
Flying is useful.
He's like, man, look, I could have had super strength. I'm like, what? I just want to beat niggas up. Like, what's the point of that? I could have had anything I wanted, but you know, it's just like, why pick those when you can, you know, feminize some niggas? You feel me?
Hell yeah.
I mean, make niggas break their wrist. He said, ain't that more satisfying than, I don't know, read minds and shit?
Don't y'all want more niggas like Lil Nas X?
Can't nobody tell him nothing. Come on now. If anything, I feel like a nigga who say can't nobody tell him nothing.
The hardest nigga in the world, right?
Yeah, I mean, but that's just me. That's just me. Well, shoot. Speaking of it, I guess since you brought it up,
I ain't bring shit up. I
you
brought up
did.
gravity.
No, you brought up gravity. And what else? What's the other power? Say the two powers. Say the second one. Speak it. Say it out loud. Say it. Say it.
I do not recall.
Say it. Oh, he don't recall now.
I do not recall.
He said, "Could a normal man feminize the nation? Could you?" Could you? He said, "Oh, okay, you think all right." But anyway, since we on it, I don't know. Should we go with the Cam Newton joint first, or just the emasculation in general? We'll go with Cam Newton because that transitions into it too. So for those who don't know, Cam Newton is a
Basketball player, right?
he's a football player, former quarterback, former MVP who dressed like somebody auntie.
Also a cryptic typing ass nigga. He be typing in spells and chants.
That nigga knows something we don't.
He be typing in cerulean Gaelic language.
That nigga speaking in incantations.
Yeah. And he be dressing like, I don't even like the mix between.
It's like auntie, but like fashionable.
I was gonna say like
as well.
Anita Baker mixed with rich, newly freed slave from the late 1800s.
Like for me, I feel like he dresses like an auntie mixed with like a gay nigga from Atlanta.
Yeah, I was gonna say he dressed like Gladys Knight mixed with Jadina.
Oh man, you're a classic man. That's why.
Yeah, he a classic man with
But it's
classic man values. It
but
fits.
yeah, I was about to say it is even funnier because according to his values. But see, my whole thing is so okay. So for those who don't know, right? Forget the intros. So he had an interview on what's that pod? It's the
All
pod with
sex sports.
Gilly the Kid. No, shut up. It's Gilly the Kid and Wallow, that $1 million worth of game or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a bad podcast, but it is on Barstool, so you know what you might be getting here. But anywho, so he was on a pod and they was asking him about women. And mind you, there was a whole interview. He talked about a lot of different things. He talked about men too, but context is lost.
Mhm.
But so anyway, he was having a conversation about women. And for whatever reason, they were asked. I think the question asked was basically what he's looking for in a woman. Right. So for him, he was pretty much saying, like, listen, like, I seen the bad bitches, I know the bad bitches, and I'm not using the term bad bitch disrespectfully. Like that's what they call themselves. I'm just saying, like, that's how they see themselves as a boss. You dig what I'm saying? So he's basically saying, like, I've seen the women and I'm not with that really no more. Because at the end of the day, it's like I need a woman that can cook, a woman that can take care of the crib, a woman that's gonna cater to her man. He's like, I don't need the woman that's gonna hit the clubs every night and do this and live, and she living entirely for herself. Right? No, and people were upset with this, very upset with this, which I thought was odd because he never judged those women,
Mhm.
right? He was basically just saying, like, all right, listen, y'all call yourself bad bitches, da da da, but like y'all can't cook. Y'all can't clean. And there's so many women who was like, well, that's not the measure of a woman. Da, da. It's the measure of a human, nigga. What are you saying? You can't cook or clean? I don't care if we're a man or woman, bro. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
That shit's
No,
sad.
that's
Like, but that's the part where we have lost the plot, right? Because we niggas will sit up here and like, oh, you telling the woman to forget the woman part for a second. Bitch, you human.
he
You're
said
human.
I would prefer somebody that can clean and cook and hold the house down.
And can
Now,
cater
is
to
it
their man's needs.
innately sexist because he said that about a woman? Sure, but I don't think wanting someone that will
I don't
hold
even
down the
think it's
house down.
innately sexist.
The only reason I say it's sexist because you're specifically saying about a woman when
Well,
that's what
do he
women.
date niggas?
No,
Of course he's
no,
gonna
but
say it
what
about
I'm
a woman.
obviously that's the role that women have been given. Stay in the kitchen and clean and all
Yeah,
that.
so he's looking
Sit down
for
and shut up, all that
some.
stuff.
So the thing that confuses me is, imagine a nigga saying, "I'm looking for a traditional woman," and y'all get mad at it. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. I'm a traditional man looking for a traditional woman. And truth be told, think about it.
I think
Like
the
think
issue
about it like
is
this.
they don't want that to be tradition no more. Like women are more than just cooking and cleaning.
You can be anyone can be more than that. My whole point is, if that's the role y'all choosing and y'all both good with it, shut the fuck up. Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
the whole
that's not
point.
a problem. If he find
Because
he said what he wanted, and there's women that fall into
and to
that
me, I don't
category,
even
so it
believe
shouldn't be
it.
no problem.
I don't even believe that. You know why? Because I wholeheartedly believe there's many women, and men included, don't get it twisted, men too, who would love to play the role of homemaker. I would. If I had a choice
I'll
to
be
where
a
my partner
stay-at-home
would do it
husband.
all, listen,
Nigga, I was
but
just
I've been
asking
saying it.
y'all to pee on me earlier. I would be a delightful
Huh?
stay-at-home husband.
What'd you say? Hey,
Yeah,
what'd
I
you
would
say, bro?
definitely be a stay-at-home husband. Yes,
What you
definitely.
had said, bro?
All I said was to Rihanna, I'm but a thirsty
Yeah,
flower.
no, I know. You don't guys read the second sentence, but so that's the part that killed me because it's like he's looking for something. Y'all don't fit that, or y'all feel like women are better than that, they're bigger than that. But who are you to decide that for another woman? It's just like when we have this masculinity conversation with men, right? Where you have niggas trying to tell other niggas how to be men, and it's like, bro, if you don't shut the fuck up and sit down, nigga, I will choose and determine how I live that. So it's the same thing with women. If a
You
woman
know what? I'm
decides
more of a man for not doing what y'all lame ass niggas do.
literally,
They y'all
literally.
niggas following the curve.
But the other thing is like it's Cam Newton. Let's think about this for a second. What is Cam Newton's profession? He's a football player. What does being a football player entail? Playing a sport for what? How long is the season? Well, you figure including training camp and
You
all that,
training
right?
camp
We're
for
talking like
preseason, like 25,
6 months,
26. Yeah.
right? We're talking like 6 months, and then there's like maybe like a month off, I guess, and then you're getting right back to work. So you're on the road, you're out and about. Why would he want a bad bitch?
Just
Explain
going
that
off
to
to the
me.
club while
That's
he
going off
out
to the
on the
club.
road.
That's doing. Why would he want that? I'm
He
not
did
saying nothing's
specifically say
wrong
he
with that.
wants somebody that's gonna hold down the house.
Yeah, and I'm
Cause
not
like while
saying
I'm
nothing's
gone,
wrong
like
with that.
yeah,
But why would he, in his position, why would he ask? Like, and then let's flip it on the other side. Let's say I'm a woman, right? I make It's $250,000 a year. I make great money, right? I got it. I got financially speaking, I got it. Why would I be with a nigga who all he does is work tirelessly? He works 60 hours. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Now that don't mean she might want a dude that's gonna stay at home. But at the same time, why would she want a nigga who's never available because he's working and doing what he need to do and all
And
that
you
other shit?
still making more money. So like,
Right. And it's
we
like,
could
bro,
just take care of each other.
I make 250K, bro. You could work 20 hours. You could work 10 hours. You could not work. Like you don't have to work 60 hours, Brody. Like, so that's my whole thing where it's like, bro, y'all refuse to put yourself in other people's shoes. And that's the reason why y'all sound so stupid when y'all get mad at all this shit. Cause it's like, why would a football player want a bad bitch? Now it's great for the night. And judging by Cam's amount of kids, he might have ran into them same bad bitches. You dig what I'm saying?
I didn't even
But
know
then you
Cam
get
even had kids.
he got a bunch. But my whole point is you grow tired of that eventually because you like, all right, well, now I got the kid. Now I gotta take care of my child. And you still out doing living the same old life, looking for a new nigga to trap or looking for a new nigga to get with and to do the same thing with. So Cam's looking like, nah, I just need a woman that's looking for a man to lead. I got no problem being a leader. And so that's the part that kills me. Like, I never get upset with people who want traditional relationships. I think it hinders you in some ways, but it is what it is, to each his own. My issue is anytime y'all niggas, and this goes both ways, traditional or modern, whatever. If you are the person who wants to live in a modern relationship, right? Where like, oh, I'm a woman, me and you, we gonna split everything evenly, da da da. Cool, I'm with that. I'm with that. But my problem is when you see other women who are cool with the traditional life, and then you try to tell them like they less of a woman, or you, no, girl, you shouldn't be doing this. Nah, see, this is where we fucking
There's
up.
it's a lot of not even just women, it's a lot of people like that in general. Like
Yeah, with
I
any
see it all
topic,
the time where
you see it
like
with blackness, you see it with masculinity, you see it with a
yeah,
million
it's
different
like listen,
identities
I'm so far in the future, we done with traditions, we moving on. So then people start to look down on other people that are
that are
still
still using the tradition. And it's like,
yeah,
listen, to each his own. My thing is, as long as
exactly. So
you
you just
good,
oh yeah.
y'all got a healthy relationship and da da da. Listen, traditional, modern, it don't matter. As long as y'all respect each other and there's certain things present here, y'all gonna be all right, right? And that's all that matters to me. But then my thing is, it's like you said, it's like, oh, women are more than that. But women are whatever they want to be, and that's the problem. Y'all don't let women choose what they want to be. Y'all keep thinking this is just a scenario of no, they gotta be housemates or they gotta be whatever they want to be. And it's like, okay, what happens when what they want to be is something that you don't like, right? What happens if they say, maybe I want to be a housewife? Girl, what? No, you got to dream bigger than that. She's like, no, no, no.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
that's
I
the
want
crazy
to.
shit to me when people say you
Yeah,
gotta
like no,
do
no,
better, you
no.
gotta drink more.
Maybe I want to be Cam Newton's housewife. And she's no, no. Come on, girl. Listen, listen. What's gonna happen if? And don't get me wrong. There's a lot of real deal shit that comes with traditional relationships, right? Like a lot of times, some of the women are entirely dependent on these niggas. So what happens when shit go wrong? I get that. I get all of that. But that's independent of basically just outright dismissing this shit. And that's the problem. Like niggas outright dismiss what Cam Newton said as if he was speaking about
Now,
every woman
that's
when
what I
he's
was about to
speaking about the
say.
women he wants.
I didn't actually watch the interview. I just saw snips and bits and pieces, and I didn't really care, so I didn't look into it. Did he say anything disrespectful about women? Like,
No, 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 no. It
so he
wasn't
didn't
none of that.
say anything
I
to
would
have
argue
people up in arms.
I would argue the most disrespectful thing he said was basically saying like, "How you a bad bitch, but you can't cook or clean? Like y'all got all the traits of being a bad bitch, but you don't got life skills, and that's the problem." And niggas, again, you know who took that? The hit dogs. The hit dogs got real upset when they heard that because it's he talking about you, and the problem is,
Yeah,
why do you even care? It's
yeah.
Cam Newton. You don't want that nigga, right? Like that's my thing. Like when a woman
No,
can
yo,
sit up
he
here and
talking shit
tell
about
me,
me. Even if I don't want him, he not gonna
right, I
sit here
get
and
that.
talk shit about me.
And obviously there's a whole different dynamic in terms of the social conditioning. But I know when women sit up here and talk about like men and masculinity and it's like some bullshit, I just ignore them entirely.
Yeah,
I'm just like, sis, with all due respect, shut the hell up.
I'm just women. I ignore anybody talking bullshit.
Right, yeah, no, niggas too. But what I'm saying is like it's the same concept. So it's like if you hear a nigga talking about some shit you would never do in a relationship, turn it off. Turn it
Mhm.
off. But don't sit up here and write think he's talking about something he's demeaning all of us. And he's not. He's not. The nigga is literally telling y'all what he looking for, and y'all mad at him because what he looking for is exactly what the world is already. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's the old school way. I don't get it. He's a football player, bro. How
That
many women do
dress is
football
like
players? Yeah, that dress is like he still living the '60s, dog. Like, come on now. But anyway, I guess another jumping point with the whole conversation that we have in here would probably be the whole Druski thing. I don't know if you saw any of that.
The what thing?
Druski, you know Druski, right?
Oh yeah. hmm
Yeah,
The
so you
video he
know,
put out with
yeah, yeah, yeah.
niggas. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna hold you. Like I was watching the video and I get it. I can get why some people be upset. But other than that, I mean my thing is just like so for those who don't know, it's basically a video like he was pretty much talking about like how niggas be when they trying to get a girl drunk and they trying to fuck, right? And so some people were just like, well, this is just something you can't joke about entirely. Okay, to each his own. But all right,
I mean, I
I
think
can
if
respect that.
something
I
is
disagree,
done
but
correctly and well, you can joke about it,
oh
especially
yeah,
if it's
no,
gonna
that's what I'm
bring
saying. I
awareness to sick
disagree with
people
that.
anyway.
I disagree with that, but I can respect the opinion because some people are just like, listen, nah, don't joke about it. It is what it is. I can't win you over. It
hmm
is what it is, right? But then there was a lot of people, and the weirdest part was when I remember when I first heard there was some sort of uproar. I was
You
most
were
definitely
expecting it to
under the
be,
assumption that women were upset,
yeah.
but it turns out niggas were upset, which that shit threw me
hmm
because I was just like, wait, what are the niggas mad about?
Because the
Like I
niggas
was
be doing this
confused.
shit.
Yeah, and bro, it took me so long to figure out why the niggas were mad. Like, I was like, I was racking my brain, like, why would niggas be mad about a video of him getting girls drunk? I don't get it.
I saw it was at least like a 12-to-1 ratio of niggas being mad compared to women being mad. I might have saw like two or three women that were mad, and the reasons that they were mad, I understood. Like you said, there are people that are saying you just don't joke about stuff like that, which I
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
I saw one girl that made a decent point that was saying, yes, Druski made this video commenting on this, but he didn't put this video out for it to be any type of meaningful conversation because at what point do you try to talk about a serious subject and put laughing emojis in the title? And I was
not to
like,
mention,
oh,
at what point does Drewski talk about serious subjects? Like, I
exactly.
mean,
So like basically what she was saying was, yeah, the niggas making fun of you niggas that do weird shit like this, but he not trying to raise awareness for this. He's making fun of you niggas. He's
that's
not
it.
looking out for
Yeah,
the women. He just making fun of you weird goofy
yeah,
niggas.
he's just clowning niggas who do this. Yeah,
Yeah, so I get where she was coming from because she's right. The nigga definitely is not making a statement or something.
yeah, no,
But
it's nothing deeper than
like I
that. But
said, it was like
mind you,
12 to
it's the
1,
shit.
15 to 1. It was niggas that was mad because
But to me, go ahead.
that same woman that I said made that point, she went on to show screenshots of different men that were tagging their friends like, yo, tell me this not Meech. Yo, tell me this not Donovan. And
Oh
she was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
niggas
yeah,
love
yeah.
saying they don't hang out with predators and rapists and shit like that, but y'all are literally tagging people that do this weird shit.
Yeah, I
And
mean, that's
like,
one thing
yeah.
I learned very quickly. Like, it's a reason they don't teach consent because too many people would like it's the amount of like. Okay, so for example, right, I had a class about health disparities. Right, we had a white guy in the class. He was a Marine. They had a sheet, and it was basically talking about how, like, all right, if you are non-black, read the sheet and check how many things apply to you. Right. So if you was black, pretty much everything on the sheet applied to you.
Uh-huh.
Right. But if you were non-black, specifically white. If you were white, I mean, hardly anything applied to you.
White.
But like, if you were like Latino, a couple of the things still apply to you, right? Like representing your whole race and da da da, all that type of stuff. But so anyway, so we go through this whole thing, and then a white dude at the end kind of is just like, well, am I like, why am I being made to feel bad about da 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 this and that? And then, but he's missing, right? The part that he's missing is you're not being made to feel bad. You just actually feel bad
And you don't like the fact
and
that
you
you feel
yeah,
bad.
but you should explore that because there's a reason you feel bad, right? Like, but you're making it think like you're making me feel bad. No, I'm
That's
giving you
literally
information.
what this country is. It's just
I'm
I
giving you
feel bad about
information.
racism. I don't want to think about it, but you making me think about it. You confronting me with shit that
So
makes me
you're the
uncomfortable.
problem, not the
Yeah,
racism.
exactly. That's like everybody says. Racist people take more offense to being called racist than being racist.
Than the actual racism. Yeah, of course. So like that's the same thing with this whole thing. Like niggas will swear, niggas will get mad because even videos like this that are jokingly talking about it, they know Drewski's track record, right? They know that. Oh, okay. You kind of making light of niggas that do this. Like, oh, okay, okay, I see what's going on. And not to mention, to me, I was just like, dog, like I've been in them situations. I've been at college parties, da da da. I've seen niggas do exactly this. right? Like, don't get me wrong, I've seen women do it too, but obviously that's not, that's not the predominant. I
Yeah,
guess
exactly.
I don't know what to call
The
it, but that's not
demographic of
usually how it
a
happens.
weird predatory. Yeah.
But yeah, no, niggas do this all the time. So that was the
Hmm.
part that I don't understand why niggas acted like they were so shocked. But again, it comes back to that same thing where, like you said, niggas don't want to think about a lot of these things, and when you remind them of it, that reminder is more damning than the actual act, right? Like
Hmm.
reminding me about consent is makes me more angry than like
It makes me
realizing
think
that I'm
about
abusing.
all the women where it was murky water, where maybe I didn't get full consent.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like a lot of people are scared of that because I remember when I first, discovered the consent, da da da, and all this other stuff. I was sitting there thinking, like, wait, okay, so wait, that time that, oh brother,
That was
like
that was kind of
I
that
was
was
like, oof,
iffy.
oof. If she, ah, I mean, okay, all right. But that's the problem. Some niggas just can't live with that realization, and so
Hmm.
they block it out. They sit there, throw their head in the sand, and I think that's what a lot of it is. People just throwing their head in the sand about some of these issues, and I think that's part of what this what this emasculation shit is, right? Because I do think that there are individual people emasculating men, but I think on a
It's
wide,
me. I already told you.
no, you are systemic, sir. but but like on a wide scale, I'm just like when y'all really look at what y'all looking at, like I think there is an agenda to emasculate men, but it's not for this weird shit that y'all swear it's for. It's for money. It's always for money. I'll smack my mic. Let's say they make all these feminized men that are
Is in the factory, like
believe.
cows.
Or no,
You
what's
saying
wrong
there's
with a
something wrong
man
with?
being a bit more feminine? Tell me.
Wait,
What's
what did
wrong
I
with it?
say?
You said a woman becoming more
Oh
feminine.
yeah, I meant what's wrong with a man becoming more feminine?
Right, because like when you talk about the negatives, I'm like, what are the real negatives, right? Anything you say is either gonna be a stereotype, it's gonna be outright wrong, or it's just gonna be like, damn, okay, you saying the quiet part out loud, right?
Hmm.
Because all the time it's just like, oh, you're just gonna emasculate us, then we're gonna be too emotional to think and da da da. Oh really? Oh
Then
really?
women gonna start winning arguments. We can't have that.
Well,
We got to
first
be
off,
able to yell over them.
I don't even see how that would work because if men are being emasculated, right, that means they're sliding away from masculinity towards femininity, right? So the women wouldn't even win either. We would just be the same. Like that's the part that confuses me. I'm like, what is the real negative here? Tell me what the real drawback is here. Am I supposed to believe women can't lead families? Again, we're talking about misogyny. Like every outcome ends in misogyny or homophobia.
Or
It's just
yeah.
those are the only two options.
Listen,
It's the only
men
two
are
options.
supposed to be rough and tough. Can't have a nigga out here sad, crying.
Yeah,
Like,
wearing a skirt and taking care of
man,
his family. What type of shit is that? I'm like,
what kind
it's
of message did that send to checks notes people that are have been alive forever?
like, and that's the part that killed me because I'm like, again, some people like it depends how you define it. Some people define emasculation shit like fashion, like niggas is wearing skirts and painting their nails and wearing purses, and I'm like, dog,
Niggas have been
clothes,
wearing kilts for years.
clothes,
Niggas were wearing
bro.
kilts to go to war.
bro.
What they call this shit? A dick pelt. You know the little leather part that be.
Enough.
It's what's it called? I don't remember what it's called for real. But you know what I'm talking about. The little leather piece that go over the armor over the dick.
The loincloth.
No,
Well, no,
not
that's
not
I know
loincloth.
what you're
That's
talking
like
about. Yeah,
caveman.
the meat
There's
piece. I don't
there's
know.
like literally like leather skirts that niggas wore going to war because the swords couldn't cut through the leather.
I know the meat piece. I don't know, man. Shit.
Meat
The
piece.
meat
That's not
sheet.
no better
The meat
than dick
sheet.
pelt.
It's a loincloth. It's the meat
The
sheet.
meat sheet. Hold on.
That's what it is.
They're not greaves. Greaves are the boots. They're above greaves. I just all I got in my head is dick pelt.
That's it. The meat sheet, bro. I don't understand. You
Meat
making it way
sheet.
harder than it needs to be.
I'm trying to get the legitimate name for anybody that want to look up and see what I'm talking about.
That's what it is. Baby. Keep your meat nice and cozy, protected from halberds, spears, and other pointy objects.
What's this shit called?
This nigga really looking up.
Patrugus forms a
Patrugus.
defensive skirt of leather or multi-layered fabric linen.
How I spell
Strips
that?
of lappets worn dependent from waist of Roman and Greek cuirasses. I don't know that word.
Okay, I typed in Portuguese. That's a language. I had the wrong thing.
It's Pteruges.
Ptere.
Pteruges.
Niggas just be saying shit, bro. Y'all just be fucking making up words. I don't even know
Nigga,
what y'all
it's
talking about.
Romans. Of course they're making up words.
It's from the ancient Greek feathers. Fuckhead. You niggas don't even know what y'all looking at. Strip like defenses, stupid ass niggas. Meat sheet would have been so much better. Bum
I
ass
still
nigga.
say dick pelt.
Dick pelt, meat sheet, same thing, same concept.
I think
I just
there's
like,
another name that niggas were saying in medieval times because I remember in a Dark Souls game. Let's see.
no, no.
Piece
Let me see.
armor. Medieval armor.
All right, listen, I'm not about to keep doing this because I genuinely don't actually care. But meat sheet, that's what we're going with. But yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Most of these arguments end with that because my thing is, I'm like, bro, what a nigga wear does not affect his ability to lead and be a good person. Like, I don't fucking care, right? I literally don't care. I don't care at all. Who you sleep with, I still don't care. None of that shit affects anything, right? So then, what part of emasculation truly affects a nigga's ability to lead his family? Tell me, which part? Now, if we're talking about like the lowered confidence and yeah, but that's not emasculation. That's just like abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I think some of the situations they describe is like when women are like, "Oh well, I don't need you niggas. We don't need y'all," and da da da. This and I'm like, first off, I don't know why y'all buy that shit because they can't have kids without you. So who are they talking to? Who are they fooling? Like one, two, nigga, you just put the wrong woman. She's a dickhead. She's an abuser. You know what I'm saying? Like these are individual level things. This is not systemic. There's not systemic abuse happening to men at the hands of black women. It's not just it's not happening. These are individuals, committing these acts, of course.
It's like
And that is,
women be saying niggas ain't shit. Men be finding this shit. Women
I,
and then saying
I mean, I
no, no,
look. One thing I will say is I think it is systemic when in
no.
regards to men versus women, but there's
Even
still
like
plenty of
finish.
individuals.
Niggas
Yeah, go
definitely
ahead.
ain't shit for sure. It's just like
Oh
when a
shit.
black person talks shit about white people. Obviously, you don't mean it about every white person on earth, but there's just so many racist white people. At some point,
Mm-hmm.
it gets to the point where
You like,
I
bro? Am I
I'll
gonna differentiate?
assume I assume that a person is racist before, and then I chill with them, and then they show me they're not racist. And cool. Just like a woman has the right to assume that niggas ain't shit because most
Yeah,
niggas
until he
ain't
proved
shit,
to me that he is some.
which they have the right to do. But
I mean, anybody got the right to do it, but the problem is when you
they
start.
need women need to do that. They need to
Yeah,
start
yeah.
funneling niggas out because
I'm not gonna hold you. Niggas need to do it too. But that's the conversation niggas don't want to have because they too fucking thirsty.
also, like we were just saying, niggas need to do it too. But that's for their own sanity and for their
Right, for your
happiness.
own good. Yeah,
Women
yeah, yeah.
need to
For
do it
women, it's just to
because they
live.
might get murdered. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's literally like it's necessary. Like for niggas, it's just recommended. Like it's highly recommended.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, listen, my nigga, if you want to avoid like weird women, you might want to put your standards a little higher because
You
right
want to
now all you
avoid
got
getting
is
your
all you
windshield smashed and your car keyed? Start doing a little bit more background checks.
because all you got on your list right now is big titties and lips. That's not you
That's not
understand
enough.
that's a lot of a lot of women, right?
Yeah, you're not really breaking the categories down much more.
He said, okay, let me add two eyes. Two eyes.
2 eyes.
You want to add two eyes? Okay.
2 eyes.
You want to add two eyes? Okay. You ask him 3 times.
You
So
don't
you really want to add two eyes? Okay, no.
nothing else. Just 2 eyes.
Two eyes. 2 ears, maybe. You want to add 2 ears too? Oh no. That sounds silly, right? Oh, okay. That sounds fucking silly, right? Okay. He said not 2 ears. That's ridiculous. No. 2 eyes is fine. Just like, oh, two eyes is fine. You're all right, but 2 years is fucking stupid, right? Yeah, I get it. Nigga said no Van Gogh bitches.
No Van Gogh bitches.
But yeah, so that's why I'm like a lot of this emasculation shit. I'm like, bro, listen, fellas, lead the lives y'all want to live. As long as you taking care of yourself, your family, and the people around you, that's the mark of being a real man / a good person. Because to me, I feel like being a real man is just being a good person as a man. That's it.
Yeah, talk
That's
to
the
you.
only cue. That's the only cue. That's the only same thing with a woman. You want to know what a good woman is? A good person who's a woman. That's
Talk to
it.
me.
That's
Yeah.
it, sis. You don't do nothing special. You ain't got to be no a maid. You ain't got to clean this and clean that and do all this. And listen, it's great that you do all of that. It'd be nice if you cook, but ultimately, if you're a good woman or if you're a good person who's a woman, you're a good woman. It's just how it goes for me. Like that's why I'm like, I think we assign too much genders to this shit. We try to make it too binary when it's just so simple. It's just yes or no. Are you a good person? Okay, cool. Are you a woman? Cool. Guess what you are? A good woman. Wow, it's so simple, ain't it? Like, but niggas will
No,
make it
explain to me
harder.
again. I'm not really. Wait, so you said if you're a good person and then you're a gender, you're the
You're a
good
good
version of
gender?
that gender?
That shit don't sound right,
This
bro.
not,
I
yeah, this
don't
not
know.
making sense to me.
So what if you transition? Which one do you then choose? He said,
Would you?
nigga, the one that you're transitioning to. Why would you choose the old one?
I
Oh.
don't know, man. You talking about being a good person? None of this shit's making sense to me.
That shit not adding up at all.
I'm not getting none of this, Chief. Listen, I'm about
um,
to go stab somebody for no reason at all, just because I want to.
you talking about respect and boundaries? Like, okay, all right.
Listen, I am a psychopath. I do what I want.
He said, "Listen, ma'am, I'm clinically insane. Oh, I don't think you understand
Yeah,
that.
listen, I don't experience emotions. I don't got no empathy, so I'm gonna dog you and
I'm a
not care.
ruffian. I'm a
I'm a
ruffian of
rough
the
you.
highest order."
I don't like that. That sounds worse than a psychopath.
All right, what else we got? What else we got? All right, so we could get to yeah, what else we on? Oh, so we could talk about some old ass senators, but I don't know if I want to do that.
I don't,
That
man.
shit just
I'm
gonna
not
piss
trying to
me
talk
off.
about senators
Yeah,
unless I'm showing up at their house for redacted.
yeah.
The redacted is orgies because
Stop
apparently
it,
these niggas
yo.
freaky like that.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Where one of them Republican dudes is like, "Yo, niggas was inviting me to fuck," and
Which
niggas
is
in the crowd was
crazy
like, "Hey,
because
yo, stop."
you're on that team. You're on
This
that team.
But now you gotta understand. You gotta understand. Just because he's on that team, you gotta understand, right? It's same thing with the Democrats, right? Same thing with any team, really. Is like think about with the Democrats. You got all the Democrats there,
I'm
right?
gonna
And
let you
then
finish,
AOC,
but I'm gonna stop you once you finish.
right? And then so AOC came in, was talking some, yo, we gotta switch it up, y'all. We gotta act different, da da da. And then the actual Democrats pulled us out and said, hey, listen, you part of the team, sis. But I need you to know something. We not finna fucking do that, okay? So you need to get in line or get the fuck on. Right, so it's like with any team. Nigga, same thing with the Republican team. Like he came in there really thinking y'all was about family values and Christianity and God. You know what I'm saying? He really fell for the bullshit. Like he came in there like y'all niggas don't even be praying. What the fuck? What is
See,
this? What is this?
I
Nigga was
would,
like, yo, you trying to come to the fuck fest tomorrow? He said, excuse me? The
I
fuck
would
fest?
agree with you because the AOC thing was the perfect example. But this wasn't just some what they call young niggas red around the ears. This wasn't just a young nigga up and coming. This is Madison, what's his last name? Hawthorne, Crawthorne,
He
the
is
nigga in the
young. What are you
wheelchair.
talking about? That nigga's
He's
like
young.
31.
No,
He's 26. What the
no,
fuck
no,
are you
no. I
saying?
know he's young, but I mean like innocent in terms of young.
That
Like
nigga
when a
is innocent. He said, listen,
listen,
if you are a very religious white man at 26, you haven't experienced anything in life.
this
Let's be honest here.
nigga
Seriously.
was saying he was vacationing at Hitler's vacation. Well, not vacationing. He was visiting Hitler's vacation home.
Listen, I'm a bad person. Okay? It's very simple. I'm a bad person, but I can still believe you niggas really were about God here. I thought that's what this was this was about. Think about it.
How
He's been in
you
Congress for 1 year. 1 year, nigga.
how you
He was elected
visiting
in
Hitler
2020.
vacationing spots and you talking about Christian values?
Bruh, it's called hypocrisy. Please, just I don't understand why you're pretending like you're shocked by this shit. Get over it, bro. This is everywhere. This ain't just America either. These are niggas saying these are the niggas, right? Who will be shocked at one thing, but then be completely accepting of the most heinous shit in the world. We know this. This is what politics are, nigga. Like so, like that. I'm like, bro, come on now. Yes, of course.
You know,
This
that
nigga's
just
desperate.
reminded me of that the nigga running for either Senate or Congress, I don't remember which one, in Ohio, the one that told Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter that she should study her history more so she can learn more about her own father.
I don't remember that.
This is the same nigga
That's
that
pretty funny.
ran a campaign ad saying that he's not racist because he was a Marine and spent time with black Marines. And
That's
in the same
hilarious.
campaign ad, it gets worse. In the
Wait, this is the
campaign ad,
same
he
guy,
didn't get
Hawthorne?
no, this is a different guy.
Okay.
It's just Hawthorne just reminded me of this guy. But in
Oh,
the
okay,
same
okay.
campaign ad where he said he wasn't racist because he was in the Marines with black people,
That's
instead of
hilarious.
finding a picture of himself around black people, he took a photo
He
of black
photoshopped it.
Marines and photoshopped his head
Oh
on there,
no.
but he forgot to Photoshop the hands. So you can see the white face with black
On the black.
hands.
Do you imagine your defense? I'm not racist. I've been around black people. That's just. He said, "Listen, I'm not racist. I went to Freaknik." He
And then you
says,
couldn't
"What?"
even find pictures of you with black people at Freaknik.
That's so hilarious. Like that is just a really funny way to claim you're not black. Like some people say they got black friends, right? I got black family. This nigga just said, "No, I was coworkers with black
Yeah, we
people."
was and listen, if I was really racist, I would have shot one of them niggers and strung them up.
Shit, if I was really rich, I would have quit my. I would walk in day one. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is Jamal doing sitting with
A
us?
lot of dark fellers in here.
He
You
said,
guys okay with this?
question, why are Jamal and DeAndre sitting at the same table as us?" He said, his name's Roger, one, and two, he's our HR director. And they're like, you promoted. Hey, look, man, I don't know if this one gonna work, man. I don't know if this is gonna work.
The thing that annoys me is just he's running in Ohio. This isn't like Alabama or some shit.
Ohio is Alabama. That's where you're wrong. That's 100% where you're wrong.
Ohio is Alabama of the North.
Ohio, Indiana. But listen,
Oh
you'd
yeah,
be
no,
shocked
Indiana is
at
gross.
how nasty
Indiana is
some
yeah.
places in the north get.
No, I wouldn't be shocked
You,
because I stumbled upon a KKK rally in Michigan before.
yeah,
I remember I went on
Michigan,
a
all them
camping
places.
trip when I was a kid and we went up to the upper peninsula and
Mhm.
you see some stuff in the woods up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But when I say you would be shocked, not you personally, but a lot of people
Just in
would be
general.
shocked because they fell for the myth like, oh, we was all, it's like they think it's all liberals up here. It's
Mhm.
just a whole bunch of niggas who's, oh, no, save the black man. He's a man. He's not 3/5 of a person. He's a nah. Go to Bloomington, Indiana. It was
Nigga, I would argue there's more racist states up north than down south. Because obviously niggas are racist down south, but niggas kind of took down south over. Like if you like when
yeah,
you go
it's
to
just
a
too
down
many
south
niggas.
place,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. When you go somewhere down south that's racist, it's usually a small town.
I see what you're saying.
Any major city, Atlanta, niggas,
Yeah.
fucking Miami, niggas and Cubans.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Like I went to
Every
Orlando. It
major
was
city
it
is
was fine. And then I went like 10 minutes out of Orlando, like
yeah.
I forgot what it was. It wasn't like Mount St. Mary's or some shit like that. Florida. I don't know. It was some Mount Saint something in Florida. And yeah, no, it was like I immediately started seeing KKK flags, the "Don't
Mhm.
Tread on Me" flags. I was
It's
like, oh
it's
wow. And
always
then
in the small towns because they can't. Niggas won. We won the war. Y'all don't get the cities. Y'all get the sticks.
yeah, I get y'all little musty little pubs.
Like even in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, it's
Mobile. Is it
Mobile,
mobile or mobile?
I call it Mobile. Like yeah, all these places, there's niggas there. You gotta go to bumfuck middle of nowhere, Alabama, or 10 minutes outside of a major city,
Yeah,
and
whereas
that's where niggas be.
I feel like down south it's so much easier to spot it, right? Up
Mhm.
north, nigga, you would get
You
tricked.
gotta, yeah,
You would smooth get fooled. Like you'll be driving, oh, welcome to Clark, New Jersey. Nice, nice. And you'll have no clue what you in for.
yeah. I remember somebody was doing a tour of like sundown towns, and I know you know what that is, but for anybody who's listening, don't know what sundown town is. That is a town where by nighttime, if you a nigga, you don't need to be there because they will string you up.
I would argue
And
that's every town, but there's some towns where it's really that town.
there's some towns that literally it's written on the walls. You can see. Um, but yeah, there was somebody doing a tour of sundown towns and rising of state New York. New York is
That's
part of the U
Yeah, I know,
has
but
such.
upstate New York specific, like the thing is, even people from New York understand that that's where the racism is in New York. Like, there's obviously racism in the
Mhm.
city, right? There's racism in Manhattan, there's racism in Harlem, there's
Oh
racism
yeah, I didn't.
everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't tell y'all when I was in New York. I went to a liquor store
Hmm.
and immediately got racially profiled. There was 4 or 5 other people in there, and they were all white. Um, I'm doing my thing, browsing the aisles, and out of nowhere, you need help, sir? No. Did you ask them for help? No, they're good. Did you need help with something?
He said, "Nah, they good."
Immediately.
He said, "Did you ask anybody else?" No, just you. Are you good?
And the worst part is it wasn't a white person. It was a old Middle Eastern lady.
Oh
Like
nah, listen. Look, quiet as it kept. You gotta understand.
it's not even
Some
quiet.
it's
POC
some
solidarity is
Yeah,
man.
nah, it ain't it ain't
It's not
quiet as it kept.
quiet.
But there's a lot of folks that listen. People think it's just these white folks. I'm like, bro, listen. Talk to some of these Latinos. Talk to some of these brown folks.
Mhm,
Like some of these Indian folks. Some of these Middle Eastern folks. Bro, some of them niggas will go harder than these crackers ever will. Like
mhm.
it's a white person will be like, yo, chill. You a little racist right now.
Yeah.
Nigga, like,
Yeah,
nah, yo.
there's like a whole word for black people in
Oh, in every language.
yeah,
Pick one.
wait,
Pick
every
one. They
language.
got a derogatory term for you. Just too dark, nigga. Look at him, Midnight.
Yeah, slave. They be calling niggas slaves as for black people.
Yeah, all types of
Midnight,
shit.
that's I'm not gonna hold you, that's funny.
Now, like I said, it's about creativity, and that's the problem. Like, there's no
Yeah,
creativity
there's
in
no
bigotry.
niggas racism peaked in the civil
It
rights era.
never beat because there's no creativity at all. Like, I get
No,
what you're
they
saying,
had like
but
porch monkeys, tar babies,
even
spear
porch monkey
chuckers.
wasn't good because you was already calling me a monkey. You saw me on a porch and called me a
Uh
porch monkey. That's not
all
that
right,
good when
spear
you really think
chuckers,
about it.
that's just because biggest for Africa.
Right? Oh,
What?
you're African. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Spade, because you're black is the ace of spades. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Spade was kind of good. I don't know.
See?
I'm not gonna say. Listen, we not gonna get into. We not gonna get into
Let's see,
ranking racial slur.
no, no, let's get into it.
A racial
Spooks.
slur tier list.
Racial flirting. Spooks is always one of my favorites. Because it always makes me think about fucking what was it, Red Scare era spies.
A
That's what I think about when I hear a
scare.
spook. I think about a G-Man in a black suit with
A
black
G man. And there's a black dude too.
so spook is
You said a G man. That's mad fucking funny, yeah. Oh man, I'm
now
just picturing this shit in
I
my head.
come up with come up with more than most people. Well, we come up with
Because
Moon
you gotta
Cricket,
understand when
Mud
your
Muppet.
mind when, when your mind is truly taken over and swarmed by that level of hate and bigotry, you just can't. You don't have the creativity. It's just too much
Just
hate.
whatever comes like Spade.
Hard R. Like
Niggas
that's
just
all you
start
got.
frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, that's all you got. You can't. You're not digging in that bag. Because you got to get in that bag to get creative like that. Like like when somebody joning, right? It ain't really hate that's
Yeah,
making
y'all
you
just
join you. It's just I
yeah.
want to join. I want to cook you bad as hell. I'm looking at you, boy. Look at you, yo. Look at him up and down, yo.
Yeah, you coming up with it
He
on the
just
spot.
searching. He's searching. Whereas with race, it's hate. And with that hate, bro, it's like it don't allow the room for you to keep.
You don't get to
Because
be
think about it.
creative. You don't get that luxury when it's
Yeah,
hate.
because think about it. If you really hate something, you're not gonna be able to ponder it like calmly and come up with this. Like it's just gonna be hate that consumes you every time. Like, because you start thinking about, oh, I can't stand these black people. These, and you gonna end with er. It's gonna be hard R every time because it's just
That's
you don't
why
have
every Call of Duty lobby is just straight up hard ER. There's no
hard er or
creativity
Jew. That's
or
it.
or
That's it.
or some homophobic slurs.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, it's
The
always
F
the
word.
easy. It's the easy shit. It's always easy.
And you know what the funniest part is? I still remember there was one time where, and I was in a duty lobby, and this is like maybe Modern Warfare 3. It wasn't like the old days, but it was this dude who was like wild racist on the other team, and like it wasn't even like applicable. Like no one was talking
Yeah,
to him. Like it was just
he
like he
was
was just like,
just
oh my
getting
god,
killed
look at this nigga,
immediately.
look at this,
Yeah,
but with the ER, right? But like, look at this nigga. Oh, this nigga just sitting there with the tar. I'm like, why are they hard R's though? I don't get it.
niggas
Like that
just be
dude's
so
probably Asian.
racist. He don't even need to see what a person is. They're all niggers to me.
And I remember one time like the game ended and we was done and I baked them niggas. And so I remember saying out loud, I was like, yo, good game, y'all, da da da, this and that. And I guess he finally, it's a nigga for real on the other team, right? And then he was just like, yeah, you guys are effing camping like and like niggas, da da da, all this other stuff, da da da. And I was just like, camping, like niggas don't even like camping, like.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I was like, in your head, is nigga just like a substitute for just everything bad? Like,
Yeah,
is that how
substitute
you?
for bitch or fucker,
Yeah,
asshole,
or
douche.
asshole, loser,
Yeah,
jerk. Everything is just a nigga.
because that
It's
nigga
all
is
nigga.
so racist. Niggas is under everything.
Yeah,
Nigga
and
is
so
the
that's what
worst thing you
I'm saying.
can be.
But it takes away your creativity because instead of
Yeah,
coming up with a new term for all that, like think about it, right? When you mad at somebody, right? You could look at this. You can just say loser. That's easy. But then when
look at
niggas
this
say, look at this
cunnilingus cock
bozo.
swabber.
Yeah, like look at look at this. All right, man. All right, man. I wasn't going for that, but but it's like,
Came with that on the spot too. You gotta
but
give me
you
props on
know
that.
exactly
Like
what
this,
I mean though, because it's
yeah.
like you'll come up with the better ones because it's like you want to dig deep. Like you like no. If I call him a loser, that's not gonna hit. If I call him a bozo, that might hit a little bit more. But I gotta get deeper than that. I gotta dig deeper than bozo. You know what I mean? Like so you just it makes you want to because you know when you say something. And like, cause I've done it, everyone's done it before. Where like you hit somebody with one of them ones, where like you dug in the bag for it, and niggas is just ooh, or you see the person turn up, you like, oh look at it, look what it did to him, look what it did to him.
I motivate this nigga to be better.
Yeah,
I like to sometimes I
I
like to
made
keep
his
it simple.
hatred
I be
peace.
calling niggas homunculi, and that usually works. That works pretty well. A lot of niggas don't even know what that is, and they take it as disrespect.
Oh yeah, no, it's the Kevin Hart shit. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna take that as this. But yeah, I mean it happens all the time. Listen, you call a nigga a certain word, like especially when I think my favorite thing in the face of racism though is just laughing at niggas, bro.
Hmm.
The anger that niggas, because honestly,
Niggas always
racism
get
do be
madder
funny to
when
me.
you don't get offended.
Because like most of the racism that happens on a daily basis is mad funny to me. Like if I
Mhm.
take your parking spot and you call me the N word for it, I'm laughing. I'm going to laugh because like what did it have to do with me being a nigga? A white woman would have did this to you. I don't understand. And would you have barked at her? No. Well, maybe you do.
He might
Maybe
have.
you would have.
He has listened.
Yeah,
You
you might have.
old
You might
bitch. You old bag of bullshit.
have. He would have turned into a super misogynist off top. Look at this harlot.
It's just like you said, I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna confront a nigga about it, and 9 times out of 10, the niggas gonna back down. If they
Yeah.
don't, he's scrapping.
I feel like I would never scrap a nigga over racism. Like
I
just
would.
because it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bro,
Well, no,
like
I wouldn't.
you're more mad than me.
No, I wouldn't scrap out of anger. I would scrap out of principle. Or like I said, I wouldn't even scrap. I would just I would try to one hit a nigga. Like you know
I,
the videos where a white dude says the N-word and then the nigga just knocks the shit out of the nigga, he's
yeah,
just asleep.
and he just get mad close to him. Say it again. Say it
And
one
then
more
they say,
time.
yeah,
That's
and then
all I
you
need is
just
one. Just one more time. Come on,
mhm.
just one more. Look, you said it twice. I let you slide two. The first time I thought I was tripping, right? Second time you said it out loud, boldly. Cool. One more, bro. All I need is one more. Complete the collection, please.
What be confusing me about them videos is
And niggas a
y'all
smooth
do
sit
y'all
there.
not really y'all don't expect nothing to happen? Like y'all
Yeah,
just
yeah.
he's in your face.
How do you not sense the danger that you in? Like
You know what it is white people will just be so on another stratosphere. Just so the level of entitlement is ain't no way this dude's gonna put
I'm
hands
not
on
gonna
me.
hold you. I feel
I'm
like if
me.
you do studies, I don't think black people or white people feel danger. I don't think
They
it's like
don't they can't
part of
possibly.
they psyche, nigga. Like they don't even sense it coming.
Remember
Like
that
they just
video that Jordan sent? And I saw it like years ago, but he just recently sent it in. I remembered it. The video of the dude that was saying the N word, right? And it was another white dude with a skateboard, and he said, "If you say the N word
oh
again, I'm
yeah,
gonna hit you in the face with the skateboard."
and he
And
had it
he
cocked back
lined up
the
the
whole
skateboard and
time.
everything. And then the dude said it, and then he looked at the cameras like, "You got that on camera?" And then he smacked. How do you let a nigga wind up a skateboard? And then he looked at a nigga was like, "You saw that, right?" And then let him out.
Yeah,
What is going on in your
bro,
brains?
it's a disconnect from reality.
It's
It's
gotta
gotta be.
be. I don't understand. Like y'all
Bro,
just
listen. If I see a
I
nigga wind up a skateboard, I'd be either shooting him or running. It's just
first off,
it's the only two
if
options.
a nigga tells me to do something again and he has a skateboard in his hand wound up, I'm either gonna hit him first or I'm running away. I'm not gonna do it again. It's not gonna be another time.
People don't fail to realize a dare is some of the like, bro. It's just pride. Think about what a dare
Mm-hmm.
is.
I
Like, really
dare
think
you to say
about
shit
what a
again. I
dare is.
dare you.
No. I know you're capable of it. I simply don't think you will. That's what a
Mm,
dare is, bro. You can't dare a nigga who's already at his wits end, who's just like, yo, listen, man, I'm done exchanging words with you,
I
yeah.
dare you to do that
so
shit again, bro.
so you
I
say
dare
one
you.
more word, and I'm gonna bring this shit to the next level. Nigga looking like, no, you won't. Like, yes, he will. Look at his face. Nigga looks furious.
It's either there's no type of danger sense, they don't think they'll get touched, or they're so uncomfortable with the situation that they're not looking at niggas' faces and not looking at the fury. Like, say
But
that shit
see,
again.
but see,
They're
I
not looking at this danger
that
they
might
in.
factor into it. But my problem with that is then you can't then be confidently racist though, because then like you know what I'm saying, like you
Niggas be
can't be
racist, they're
confident.
scared of
Yeah,
confrontation.
yeah, exactly, right. Like you can't be
I'm gonna call you a
confident in your
nigga, and
racism
I'm
and
not
be
going.
afraid of just like normal human acts. Like, oh man, I don't like confrontation, but you racist? Oh,
Listen,
publicly?
listen, freedom of speech. I should be able to call you the N word, and then you don't get mad about it.
It's illegal to hit people, you know. So what?
I don't give a fuck if the
People do it
police
all
don't
the
show up.
time.
What's gonna happen? You don't know my name. You're not gonna remember
Word.
my face after you knocked out.
I'm like, bro, you know how many niggas I've seen thunderclap and someone walks away and probably nothing happens? Nothing.
Ain't no
Cops got there
probably,
was
nigga, a
yeah,
bunch of
cops got there was
times.
like, damn, what happened? Oh, you got hit? Okay, cool. They had someone else on the scene. He was calling them all types of names. Ah, okay. That explains
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, he's not here. Nobody's giving a statement, so tough. I've seen it
Tough
happen. I've
book
been
there.
outside the club at fucking 2 a.m. and niggas started fighting. Not even over like racism, like we talking about now, but niggas just start fighting, and then a nigga get knocked out, and then a nigga and all his friends leave. And the police show up,
And
and what they
nobody
gonna
doing
do?
nothing.
They go. Nigga, I'm outside the club at 2 a.m. drunk as fuck.
And I can't
You
move.
think I didn't even know the nigga that got knocked out? You think I knew the nigga that hit him?
Yeah, exactly. Because
I
that's the
don't.
worst part. It's not even
What?
like they not snitching, nigga. They don't know. They
Yeah.
genuinely do not
What, you want me
know.
to give you a description so you go hunt down any black man you see? Fuck out of here.
He said, do you know who did it? It was a dude in the club for sure.
Yeah, no. The lights was off too, so
He
he
was in
could
the
have
club
been
with us though.
anything.
He was definitely in the club with us. Like,
Yeah,
right?
so I encourage everybody, if somebody call you the N-word, fuck all that non-violent shit, hit that nigga and then leave. You're not gonna get caught.
Leave quickly, yeah. Leave quickly.
Yeah,
Like
just leave
sleep
it. As
them,
soon as you do it,
and don't
sleep
be
them and
that
leave.
nigga who do too much. Like that, I
Yeah,
always
nigga.
hated
See,
those.
yeah, you shouldn't be talking shit. Don't do all that.
Yeah,
Just hit the
yeah.
nigga
Want
and
to
then
stand
leave.
over niggas' bodies, hit them while they down. I'm like, bro, get your hits, and when you see the body go limp, tuck tail and dip, you got your win. You won.
Well, maybe kick him in
Let's
the
go
face
home.
one good time
Nah,
and
don't
then
even
leave.
need that, bro. When I see the arms stretch out and do the dance, bro, you're done for. You're done
I
now.
don't know. I got a lot of anger. I be wanting to cause niggas more pain. You already
I know,
unconscious.
I
I'm gonna
know,
knock you double
but see, that's the
unconscious.
shit that's gonna make the police actually do some police work.
Because that's attempted murder. You kick a nigga in the temple. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially if he slept, like he easily slept, and he nigga just hold on, I'm about to line this up. I'm Justin
I'm gonna
Tucker.
take my time and I'm gonna
Yeah,
punt this nigga like a
it's a
football.
it's a 60-yard field goal.
All right, maybe you don't kick him in the head when you're already on the ground.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
could
bro, get
break
your
a nigga
dub and
wrist.
dip.
Kick that nigga in the wrist. Step on a nigga
Or
wrist,
better
man.
yet, I
Hard
tell
as a
you all the
Tim's.
time, yo, listen, you put like MMA niggas in terms of submissions, bro. Like I remember I seen something where dude was like, yo, you don't know how easy it is to break somebody's elbow. And I was
Oh,
just like, I don't like how
I don't want to
calmly
know
you
that.
said that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like
And he
that.
was like, nah, and he like literally described like the socket and all the joints, and he was like, bro, like it's just so easy
But
to
if
break
it's that
somebody's elbow.
easy
Like
and you talking about sockets, is it breaking or is it popping it out? Can you put it back in easy?
he's like, well, no, I mean, like you
You
can put it back
dislocate
in
it?
easy. The problem is, depending on how you break it. I mean, you might fuck up the blood vessels around it
Oh,
and da da da
I
and
don't
all
like
that.
that.
Yeah, but he was basically saying, he's like, bro, like it's so like a teenager could break your elbow easily. Like, and I was just like, damn, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I don't like knowing that.
I'm gonna write that down though.
Remind me to never get into a fight with an MMA nigga.
What else? What else
I
we
mean, I don't
got?
get in fights like that anyway.
All right, so we got a little bit on here. So we ain't really do nothing with the senators, which is perfectly fine because we didn't need to.
Yeah,
But anyway, to go back to that whole thing, right? Just real quick, right? It makes sense because this guy just got into Congress in 2021, right? So think
2020.
about it. He's
Madison
well,
Hawthorne, whatever
he
the fuck his name
he
is.
was elected in 2020, and then he became a representative in 2021.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not sure what the difference is or what that means, but um.
Niggas
So think about
started
it.
getting into nefarious activities in
Yeah,
2021.
so he just got in, right? So imagine he walking in thinking like, yeah, let's change this country. We're gonna do this and that and that. And they're like, easy there, pirate. All right, we just gonna chill out. We gonna yell at some black people, maybe hate on some women or something, and
Yo, you trying
then
to get in this orgy though? Your dick's still working that wheelchair, right?
he said, hey, real quick, my nigga Curtis, right? He do this thing on Tuesdays, right, where he bring like the baddest bitch. I'm talking like the baddest bitches, though. You feel me? Like the baddest bitches, right? Now I know
I
you
want to
just got married.
know what
I
kind
know
of
you
vibes he
just
was
got
giving off
married.
though for them to think to
He was
invite him
just a
to the
young
orgy.
nigga, so they just figured like, you with it, you with it. Look, the old niggas with it. I know your young ass with it. He
He's
was
in
like,
a
look, I'm telling
wheelchair.
you, look, they bring the baddest bitches to it. Look, and I ain't gonna hold you because you got the wheelchair. Yo, listen, bitches might be on you, bro. Bitches might be on you, right? Like literally on you, right? But like, I'm telling, listen, just think about it. I know you got a wife. I know, I've seen it. Congratulations on the nuptials. But hey, look, man, I'm telling you, man.
Surprised that he was able to like, come out and say that and then nothing happened to him. Like obviously they're not gonna kill him,
Well,
but like
something.
no.
I wouldn't say something happened to him, but there were people who definitely like made public statements where like, he shouldn't be saying things of that nature. Like you could tell what you could tell that was one of the ones where it was behind closed doors. Bro, what the fuck is you talking about? He like, bro, I didn't
Nigga,
say whose orgy it was. Nigga, they know who orgy. Listen, man.
it's the
Listen,
whole
man.
party.
He said, bro, it's only two of us that throw orgies, nigga. It's me and it's Roger, okay? So if it ain't Roger shit, they gonna know it's me, nigga. Like, stop playing.
And
Like,
plus,
why
they
they
already
say my
looking
name
at
on
us
this?
sideways because of Matt Gates. And you talking about orgies? Who they think at the orgies? It's definitely kids there.
These a
Mr.
couple,
Wheelchair Man.
a couple suspiciously aged
Yeah, we not
women.
IDing, but they definitely look young. Because,
He
we
said,
don't like them old.
because it's a couple niggas here that's into that, right? And we
We
don't
don't
ask no
judge.
questions. But
This
come
is
on, bro, why you ain't?
we're like hippies, honestly. It's like a free form living society. Like love, let love. We kind of just go
I'm
with the
just,
flow and do
I just
whatever.
seen an article that said Madison Cawthorn wins orgy snitch of the week. Orgy snitch of the week.
Bitch of the week. That's
Nigga,
fucking
nigga over the
hilarious.
window.
Yeah.
They fucking over here, y'all.
I don't even know why he would think to bring that up in an interview. Like, what? Obviously, you're with the Hollywood elites, as
Well, you gotta understand though,
the
he
right
was
says.
he was genuinely mad about this. Like, he said that DC was a hotbed of sexual perversion, right? Like,
Oh
so
yeah, that's
he
how I
was
hear you. I watched
so
it.
so he was actually angry about that shit. Like, it's not like he was like faking the like he was genuinely mad. Like, bro, you really? I just got married, and y'all gonna invite me to fuck whoever? Like, he was mad. Like, again, he just didn't understand. Like, bro, we don't care about our wives in this
I
bitch.
don't understand.
Like,
It
what are
goes
you
back to
talking?
what I said earlier. A nigga that thinks Hitler is the bee's knees, the tops. Guy that is going to
That's
Hitler's
such a
vacation spot as a
that's,
tourist thinks orgies are
that's just
beds,
a funny
dens
statement.
of
Hitler is
sexual.
the bee's knees.
That's what this nigga's thinking. This little 26-year-old Hitler boy. That's
He
what he's
said, he said,
thinking.
he said, now I can deal with Hitler, but I draw the line at orgies. He said, you could
No, that's
deal with
definitely.
Hitler.
Yeah. I just thought it was all fast. You know what? I think Madison is related to that football player we was talking about months ago. The one that said he could have dinner with anybody, it'll be Hitler.
Hmm.
They
But,
related.
but mind you, the dude, Kevin McCarthy, I think is the House minority nigga or
Democratic
something.
leader.
No, not Democrat. He's a
No,
Republican.
Kevin
I think
McCarthy
he's.
is Democrat, but he's like so super right leaning that he seems like a Republican.
Is he? What? No, Kevin McCarthy is a minority leader, meaning he's a Republican. What the fuck is he talking about?
Are you?
Yeah, no. He's a Republican. The
Wait,
Democratic
who am I
House
thinking about?
nigga would be Chuck Schumer.
No. I know who
Um,
Chuck Schumer is. I thought Kevin McCarthy was.
you might be thinking of Mansion. The other nigga.
No, yeah, that's literally it. Mansion. That's
Yeah. But yeah, so much Kevin McCarthy he dogged him. Like, he was sick. His statement, he was talking real tough. And basically, like, the criticism he gave was the same criticism he gave for another nigga who investigated Trump's attempt to overturn the election. So you could tell how
oh
serious
man,
he took
yeah.
that shit.
Oh yeah.
He was just like, bro, you was not supposed to say nothing about no fucking orgies. Huh? He said, bro, y'all invited me, and what? I'm just not supposed to. Nigga, that's the shit where a nigga he put his hands on top of his head, looked away, and said, "Oh,
Ooh,
okay. I'm gonna just
breathe.
calm down. I'm gonna just calm down
Woosa.
before I let this shit
Woosa.
get to me, because it's just what the fuck we do? What were you thinking?" And the old boy sitting there in the wheelchair, like, "Yo, is he dead ass? is he this mad?" I said, "Nigga, I was invited to the orgy. Why are you mad?" "Oh, he ain't getting an invite." Oh, okay. Okay, he ain't get an invite. You know, Kevin McCarthy don't get the invites. You could tell. All right, but anyway, so boom, boom. We're gonna slide past that. Da-da-da. All right, what else we got on this list? We got Elden Ring lore and DLC / Back for Blood. We got Dan Snyder
We've
stealing
been
from the
talking
league,
about Elden Ring for like
and we're going to.
going
And
on
there's
two
nothing
months
anyone can
now.
do about it. It's the game of the year. Why wouldn't I talk about it all year? Do something about
No,
it.
I agree. I agree. Oh, and I just looked it up. It's Joe Manchin I was thinking about, not Kevin.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
He's a Democrat, but every single thing he does is to undermine the Democratic Party, and I
If
just don't understand.
if
I
I'm not
don't understand.
mistaken, I think he previously ran, not previously ran,
Republican,
but
and he
like
switched over.
I think he switched over literally
Mm.
because he was just like, nah, them Republicans want too much from me, and I ain't trying to do all of that. But the Democrats, they'll take anything. So as long
It's
as you can say the
crazy.
right things, they'll take it.
It's crazy the political situation we're in. Like we used to be. I mean, this
Used to
country's
be a
always been.
proper country.
No, I'm not gonna say it. We used to. There used to be decent Republicans. Like there used to be a point in time where you could put political differences aside and be cool with niggas. But
Oh
now if
yeah, it's
you're a
finished.
Republican,
Yeah,
you
that's finished.
can't. It's done. Like
Yeah, it's like
think about who Obama was running against. Think about Mitt Romney.
Mitt
Mitt
Romney,
Romney,
McCain.
Mitt Romney was a decent dude. I legitimately think Mitt Romney was a good person, but he was Mormon, so he
Nah,
had some fucked up views.
nah.
Now, I think Mitt Romney was cool, but he had some fucked up views.
It was
But
cool. I will give him that.
That's what I'm
He
saying. But
wasn't
he
like
had
a sick nigga, but
his
yeah.
views were based off of his religion, and I will give him credit because he legitimately thought that he was following his religion. It just so happens that one are king.
Nah, I think it was
He's
mostly
a
just that nigga.
sick.
He did say some sick
You
things
did.
though. He said a couple sick things. But he basically was saying like, listen, most of y'all niggas don't even matter. I just need votes from a couple few people. And niggas like, well, that's just the political facts. I'm
I
like, yeah,
might
but the fact that you feel comfortable saying that shit shows me you don't give a fuck about them niggas.
I might be looking at things through rose tinted glasses, considering what we've been getting since 2016.
I get what you're saying. Like, I get the concept in terms of like back in the day, Republicans stood for certain things, and that
Yeah,
was what they focused on. And now we just get Republicans who like they don't stand for fucking anything.
yeah.
They're just out here saying and doing nasty shit,
I
and it's like,
saw.
there's no consistency.
Yeah, no. I literally watched something earlier today about the governor of Texas, Abbott. He's
Hmm.
literally instructed every state trooper in Texas. They want them to stop every truck driver coming from Mexico, like every shipment.
Hmm.
And the reason that they're doing this is because they're trying to drive up inflation by making deliveries late. They're stopping every delivery coming in, whereas they used to do 4 deliveries a day coming from Mexico to Texas, and then an American driver will pick it up from Texas and drive it to wherever it's going. Now they're not even getting one done a day; they're getting one done every other day. So obviously, this is going to drive inflation up, and the reason that they're doing this is because Republicans don't give a shit about the people here. They don't give a shit about anything but staying in power. They
Yeah.
want people to
Well,
think that
I don't think
inflation is
any
going
other
up
people do.
because Biden is in office. So
Well,
during the
I mean,
midterms, they'll
Biden
just
wants us to think the same thing. That's why I mean when I say like we do have rose tinted glasses in the sense that these niggas are all serving the same purpose. They're just
yeah,
going about it differently. Like so, we can sit up here and say, "Oh, this guy looked a little bit better than these other guys," and it's like, nah, he's serving the same system. So it's just he has a role to play. His role is not
yeah,
to be the disgusting bastard. His role is to be the guy who seems reasonable, but he's still a nasty nigga, right? Which I don't mind, right? Like I mean, it is what it is. Everyone has their role, but my thing is, I never fool myself into thinking y'all don't all serve the same niggas, right? That's what it all
yeah.
comes back to. Like whether it be Joe Manchin, whether it be Joe Biden, like perfect example is Joe Manchin, Joe Biden, right? Like Joe Biden act like this nigga is like, damn, one
I
nigga could
can't
really
do
shut my whole
nothing.
shit down.
Yeah, meanwhile,
Yeah,
Trump
word.
was just assigned, he was assigning executive order
That
after
nigga,
executive
bro,
order.
he
He was
pulled out
doing
that
whatever he
notebook
wanted.
and he was just writing in that book like a
Yeah,
diary, nigga. He
he
was
was
just
doing
writing in
whatever
that
the
bitch.
fuck he
Just
wanted.
nigga literally
Democrats
would
just
talk
don't
to
give a fuck.
Congress, yo, can y'all do and they be like, I don't know. It's cool. I'll just write it in my book. Don't
Right
worry
now,
about
we're literally at the point where Republicans are literally seeking to make everyone's life worse,
it.
and Democrats are just seeking money and power. They're not going to change anything.
Hmm.
They're going to keep shit the same, but they're not going to outwardly show that we don't give a fuck about y'all.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem, right? Because you get these people who they get in these situations, and they're just like you said, they're just chasing that money, the power, the influence, but they have to look like they care about something greater than that. So every once in a while, I got to do some moral grandstanding and do some other silly shit. But that's what I mean when I say like the difference between Mitt Romney and the Republicans of today is it's not as big as we think. It's definitely a
Hmm.
difference. It's certainly a difference. Because like you said, they were back in the day, the Republicans they weren't bad shit. They were just Republicans. So like
Yeah.
we could disagree on what y'all believed and how y'all planned on getting it done and what y'all wanted to do about it. And like again, y'all had bad views on this and that, but that's just my opinion. You got a bad view on this. You feel immigration is da da da. Now it's just, bro,
Now,
there is no
Republicans are
consistency.
actively trying to destroy America. They're trying to cancel abortion
Right, yeah. Before they were
everywhere.
just trying to get theirs. Now they just like, nah, I want to
Nah,
actively seek out niggas I don't like and hurt
yeah,
them.
literally.
Like before it was just like, listen, I'm gonna get mine at your expense. So I'm still hurting you, but I'm not trying to hurt
No,
you. You
I'm
get what I'm saying?
actively
Yeah,
listen.
now I'm look, where
It's
them
illegal
gay
to record police, bro. Police is
where
gonna
them
kill niggas with impunity.
where
Fuck
them
out of
where them gay niggas
bitches.
at?
If y'all gonna have them babies,
Where are the gay niggas? I ain't playing. But yeah, so
trans
you
niggas too.
oh yeah, I mean with trans
You
niggas
know,
especially.
we kind of tired of gay niggas. I want the trans niggas now,
Yeah, especially. Uh
especially.
Trans rights.
If that's taken out of context, that sounds crazy.
Oh, it don't sound crazy. I stand by it regardless. What you guys talking about?
True.
You can't stop me, even if they stop me.
You see, I didn't say pause or.
Ain't no need to pause now.
Yeah, no. I said what I said.
Yeah, I said exactly what I said. Run it back. See if you can hear it again.
I'll just say it again. We tired of them gay niggas. We want them trans niggas.
Actually, no, that's a really funny thing. I didn't realize that was what the.
Oh, you didn't realize that's what I said.
That's really funny.
That's what I said. But it's
it was just the second half. That's what I thought you. That's pretty fucking funny. Nah, that's OD funny. Oh man. What else we got? So we got the Elden Ring lore. We got the
let's
Dan
get into
Snyder.
that, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fuck
say the
Dan
Snyder
Snyder,
shit.
yo.
Yeah. The only reason I wanted to talk about it is because Congress was on his ass, and that definitely means something.
Congress need to be on fucking
Elon.
I was going to say Elon Roth.
Elon Rothschild.
Elon. She might as well be at this point.
Elon Ford.
There's no way that he's gonna get to buy Twitter. I don't see any way that actually happens.
I feel like theoretically, like if he didn't have skeletons, he could, but like niggas are just not gonna let him do it.
Like I was telling Reef earlier, he already is getting sued because he didn't tell the SEC that he bought
you don't
over.
Tell them niggas nothing.
He never do, and he's always getting in trouble for this shit.
They just like, here go another fine.
Yeah, like, bro, fuck a fine. Send this nigga to jail. He gonna keep doing this shit. He don't give a fuck about y'all.
I know. We gonna keep taking this nigga money.
Bro, taking $40,000 from a nigga that's worth hundreds of billions isn't gonna do shit. I don't know what they actually charge this nigga.
But it's gonna help me, ain't it?
Yo, see.
Now you.
The government happy to charge billionaires enough to get them some bread, but not enough to actually, stop these niggas from trying to take over the world.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This nigga trying to buy Twitter and become Mark Zuckerberg. He's trying to do the same shit that Mark was doing.
Hey, what did repost about Twitter in this? What's going on?
Wait, what do you mean? What happened?
He sent something to us. This dude. Oh, this shit is Arabic as hell, boy.
Arabic as hell. What does that mean?
I mean, it's Arabic, and I can't read Arabic or Arabic as hell. Because this dude's one of the largest and long-term shareholders of Twitter. He rejects Elon's offer because he feels like Twitter is worth so much more than that. Oh, damn, this shit must be a little legit because Mark Cuban on this motherfucking thread, too. Bunch of billionaires niggas like, hey, easy.
Yeah, let's go, yo. I told y'all niggas there's gonna reject that shit. But, damn. Billionaires united. They came together. It was like, nah, bro, we not letting you do that.
Yeah, he said, hey, real quick, get the fuck on, bro.
We all billionaires. We all want to make money, but no, suck my dick, nigga.
But yeah, nah, I mean between like what is it? Like the UAE and China, and listen, we gonna have a lot of folk and them niggas investing in certain things. And that's one thing that I think people fail to realize, like what come with that money. Like niggas really will think they can get that money and then move how they, you know what I'm saying? It's like doggy, that's not the truth, boy. You know you got to line up with that shit. They might leave you alone for most of the shit, but then it's gonna always be something where you like da-da-da, and then you like, hold on, we got a letter from so and so. He said, and I quote, cut that shit out. He said, what? Why did he say that? What? And then you don't even know why, mind you. You just thinking like, oh, it's just some little rinky dink article. You really care that much about this? Then you look into the article, you like, oh.
Okay, so nigga with more money than me is talking down to me. He got the power to end my whole shit, so I guess I gotta. Yeah.
Wait, what? Apparently they got some shit about. I don't care about this. I'm not gonna say about this. I don't actually care. Apparently,
that's
Rihanna
crazy.
got cheated on, but I don't care.
Oh yeah, that's why I was telling her to pee on me earlier.
Oh, okay. No, hold on. Let me
Yeah,
get in line first. You're bugging.
nah, nigga, no, ain't no fucking way. You
You
bugging.
say ain't no way. I'll kill over
Yeah,
this.
nah. Especially she pregnant. She got that pregnancy pit. You know what? Let's stop now before this goes too far.
Hold on, I'm trying to see the girl that they said he allegedly cheated with. She look kind of cute.
Apparently, she worked for Rihanna. Like she designed one of her
Oh, that's
Fenty
nasty.
things.
That's nasty work.
Well, they were saying that her and ASAP were together like a long time ago before Rihanna and him got together. So I guess they got together again, and that's crazy. I can't imagine cheating on Rihanna. That's unbelievable. This nigga ASAP Rocky is
Yeah, but I
insane.
tell people all the time, like, doggy, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter who you are, what you do for a living, none of that shit matter. Although apparently that girl got a boyfriend too. That's
Oh,
interesting.
they was cheating together, y'all. Oof.
Oh, they double cheating.
They love each other. They must be in love, and they both fucking over their partners. Cause ain't no way niggas double cheating. Usually, it's a person's cheating with some random person. So you're my ex, and then we both cheating on somebody new. They nah. That's
I mean, she definitely pretty, but it don't really matter at all. Like
yeah.
it
No,
never would
being
matter.
pretty isn't an excuse to cheat. But what
No,
she look like though?
ask
No,
these niggas.
what she look like though?
Ask these niggas
What
because
she
it
look like though?
most.
What's her name?
um, I couldn't tell you how to pronounce this. Amina Muadi. Actually, that was pretty easy. I'm sorry.
I'm screaming.
Hold on, let me send you a little.
Oh no, I already googled Amina Muwadi. Oh yeah, she definitely look good. I still wouldn't cheat.
Damn, she got $1,100 shoes out. She a designer for
Yeah,
real,
no,
for real.
she was a designer before she met Rihanna. Rihanna didn't make her a
Oh,
designer.
she got these
She been
$1,100
big.
shoes. They had Bergdorf's.
I think her and ASAP met when they did a collab at some point. So she been in the fashion industry.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, so they
But yeah,
damn.
nah. I mean, again, this is just more evidence that the cheating shit don't matter, bro. It don't matter who you are. People got to realize that. I mean, people should have realized that when it was Beyonce. That
Yeah, I
should have
was
been
saying
it. That should have
Beyonce
been the
was giving
final
that shit.
straw.
Yeah.
That should have let y'all know. Listen, it don't matter who you are. If a nigga want it, he gonna go get it. But I don't know. Some people need more evidence, so here you go. But anyway, let's slide past that because I don't really give a damn.
Yeah, we don't need I mean, there's nothing really getting to. We already said everything that happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rihanna gonna pee on me. ASAP Rocky cheated. He went
She may, if she decides to turn down my offer. But yeah,
She didn't even see your offer. She blocked
she didn't see yours
everybody
neither.
after
She
she
didn't see
saw
yours
my
neither.
no.
She didn't see
She
yours.
took my
No,
offer
no,
and she blocked
mm,
everybody
no, no,
immediately. She's
no,
like, "Oh yeah,
no,
no."
no, no, no. Incorrect. False. Wrong.
Okay, we'll see you getting peed on later tonight.
We probably will. Fuck. He said, "Damn it! No, I know it's not me. Fuck." All right. So let's get into this Elden Ring lore, right?
So
Mm, I'm.
I
I'm not.
sent a
Well,
video to the group chat. I think
oh, I
yesterday. Did you
definitely didn't
watch it?
see that. I definitely didn't see that.
So Reef commented on it, but it really wasn't for him because I know he didn't play the other games. This is really more so for you.
Oh, the Elden Ring spoilers video. Yeah, I didn't watch that. No.
Yeah, even though you didn't play the other games, you still been looking into the lore. And so a lot of people have been speculating on the different endings for these games. People are saying that they think Elden Ring is the first game in the entire Dark Souls like game line, the lineage. They're
Mm-hmm.
saying that each ending, well, not each, because there's like six different endings canonically, but they're saying they think that there's three endings that lead to the different games. They're saying that the Frenzy Flame ending leads to the Dark Souls game. The
Mm-hmm.
reason for that is
Because
because
it's the
the
first
Dark Souls
flame.
game, yeah, exactly. The whole point of Dark Souls
Yeah, the
is,
Lord of Cinder and all that other shit.
yeah, there's a great flame that is powering the lands, and eventually the flame is coming to an end. And so in the first Dark Souls game, you have to go restart the fire. They're
Mm,
saying that
okay.
Renala's ending, where you become her consort and leave Earth and go to the stars and the moon, this starts Bloodborne. I don't know how much you know
Mm-hmm.
about Bloodborne, but pretty much that entire game, other than blood, is about eldritch gods, elder gods, like the elder gods that created Elden Ring, like the gods above Marika and Radagon. The whole Bloodborne is about that, and it's about the moon, which
So,
Not Renala. Well, yeah,
Ronaldo, yeah.
Renala and Ronnie, their whole shit was
It's
moon
the
magic
moon, yeah.
and going to stars. So they're saying if you usher in Ronnie as the Elden Lord, you become her consort, you go on to start Bloodborne. And have you
So
looked
with
into? No, what are you about to
so
say?
I was gonna say Dark Souls 2, because I know in Dark Souls 2 you're undead, right?
Yeah. So Dark
Do you
Souls 2.
do you think that could no, no, it wouldn't be Godwin or anything related to that,
No,
right?
no, no. So just the Frenzy Flame ending is that's it. Everything after
Okay.
Dark Souls 1 is just a product of Dark Souls 1. So Dark Souls 1, you come in at the end of a cycle and you have a choice if you want to restart the fire or not.
Hmm.
But the canonical ending is you restart the fire. And restarting the fire, eventually after hundreds of years, you end up in Dark Souls 2 where the flame is dying out again, and now
Hmm.
you're the chosen undead to restart the fire again. So
Hmm.
it doesn't have anything to do with Elden Ring in that sense, because Godwin and all those people, just Dark Souls 1, once you start the fire again, hundreds of years of shit happen, and then you just end up in Dark Souls 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
Uh have you looked into Fia's ending?
No, not quite.
So Fia is a bed maid, which I know how that sounds, but it's not prostitution. I guess you can call her a death maid instead. It sounds better. When somebody's dying, it's her job to lie with them and comfort them in their end. And so she worshipped Godwin, and her whole thing is she wanted to make it so that there was death brought to the lands again. Because right now, the way things are, niggas don't die. Cause think about Godwin was at the end of the Earth Tree. His soul was gone, but his body was corrupting the Earth Tree, so everything in the lands were fucked up. So what she wanted was to bring death back so that his body will die, and then
Hmm.
people will die naturally. So there won't be any more like, random zombies walking around, monsters and shit like that. She
Hmm.
just basically wanted life to be normal again. So the Duskborn ending, when you do Fia's ending, ends in Demon Souls. Demon Souls, that whole game starts with
Oh, the
a
dark,
land
the
in the
ages,
darkness,
yeah.
in the
Oh,
shroud,
okay, that
and
makes
there's a
bad.
bunch of demons that pop up.
Yeah, they ain't even man. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so like they're saying that all three of these endings create all the FromSoft games going forward.
That would be hard.
Which, yeah, no, exactly. And
Which,
they're never ever going to come out with a definitive timeline or story. So
yeah, no, they would never
this is,
admit to
as
this
far as I'm
really.
concerned, this is canon. This is Elden Ring is the first game in the series, and it starts everything. As far as I'm concerned,
It does make a little sense.
yeah. If you put enough pieces together, anything can make sense.
Truly.
But no, yeah. Let's
Right.
get back to the DLC. We talking about different games. Let's get to the DLC.
All right. So, boom. So obviously, there's a lot to talk about with the DLC because there's a lot of ways that could go.
Yeah.
The first one I wanted to start with is the Outer Gods because the Outer Gods are probably like the mysterious beings that we know the least about
Mm-hmm.
in Elden Ring. They're
In
responsible for
every game, yeah.
most of the events of the story, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, and so there's a couple of them, right? But the
Wait, dude,
one with
did people like find out who the outer gods are? Like we talked about this before, and we said the Three Fingers was one of the outer gods, right?
well, some of them have names, some of them have all this other stuff, and so on and so forth.
So like, what are their names?
Okay, so the Greater Will is a known. So there's known and unknown, and then there's just other
And then
sources
there's
and other
unknown
stuff possible.
unknowns, and there's known
Yeah, right.
unknowns.
So the only one that we know for sure is the Greater Will. That's the one with the graces, the
So
herb tree,
yeah,
the
I knew
golden
about the
order. That's
Greater
two
Will,
fingers.
but I didn't know that's Two Fingers.
That's two fingers.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I was about to say I know who the Greater Will is, but I didn't know like what god was creating the Greater Will.
Frenzy Flame is the
The
three
Three
fingers.
Fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now The Formless Mother is the one that is also known as the Mother of Truth who craves wounds. Now, this is the one that employs a Mog as the primary
Wait,
vassal.
repeat that.
She craves wounds. 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 It's like
Like
wounding niggas, like blood,
you get
basically.
you
Yeah,
get
blood.
okay.
So apparently they're saying
This
that Dung
also
Eater.
tied
Okay, talk to him. Talk
because
to me.
think about it. All right, so the Mother of Wounds and Mog, the Lord of Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodborne is literally the whole game is about blood. Like I said, it's about blood and wounds.
Mm.
See, this shit is all connected. They be putting the pieces here, but just don't be spelling it out.
Okay.
But keep going because I want to know about Dung Eater. That's my favorite character in this whole game.
So yeah, so basically saying Dung Eater is appears to be related to this one because he's a fellow Tarnish who occupies a corpse.
Hmm.
And so the thing is though is that he has the seedbed curse, right?
Hmm.
And that curse is he inflicts him with omen horns, which makes people curse, da da da, this and that. But when you think about it, omen horns, who else has omen horns? Mog
Mog,
and Margaret.
Morgot,
Or
Margit,
Morgan,
yeah.
Margaret, what same
Yeah,
nigga.
whatever his name is, yeah.
So basically what they're saying is that it's likely that this outer god, the Formless Mother, is responsible in some way for that. So I mean that'd be an interesting way to go with the DLC. Maybe you could do Dung Eater before he had to take on that other body, because that's not his body, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, look at it. He's in a syphilis filled body full of
Yeah,
smallpox and herpes.
right. Yeah, so so that's not his body. So that could be one. And
That would be a
these
good
are
one.
just the
I like that.
known outer god ones. The other one is the Scarlet Rot. This one was sealed,
Mhm.
and da 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 da
Like, how
da.
did the Scarlet Rod get inside Millennia in the first place? For her to do that Scarlet Rock bomb and release it all over Caleb. Who put it
I
inside her?
so it don't necessarily say it, but it basically says she was
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that should be DLC to see
I see what
how the
you're saying.
Scarlet Rot got put inside Millennia because she caused all the Scarlet Rot in Khaalid and Radon with
Mm-hmm.
her explosion.
Yeah, so for sure. But then the other thing though that's interesting, right, is that it's assumed that the god of Scarlet Rot is sealed beneath the lake of Rot. You know that lake underneath, it's like down where the wells are and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? The lake
Yeah,
that's just pure Scarlet Rot, like because the
yeah.
location's map description says it is said that the divine essence of an outer god is sealed away in this land.
Oh, they're literally saying there's an
Yeah,
elder god there.
yeah.
Okay.
So that one will
All
probably
right.
be the easiest one to do, considering it's essentially already in the game. Um, and then so they have another one.
I gotta
Let
say,
me
I
look.
don't dislike any of these so far.
Oh yeah, no, they're all pretty good. And these are, again, we talked about a couple of them, but I wanted to go with the ones that we didn't necessarily talk about so much.
Hmm.
To have
I
the
mean, we talk about the ones we talked about too because we didn't talk
no,
about it
we're
on the
going to.
pod.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to start with these because
Okay.
these are
Yeah.
new to me. They had the primeval current of the stars.
That
Primarily
sounds fucking
associated with
crazy.
astrologers, the town of Celia,
Oh,
Rhaeluceria, Rani, Radon, and Radagon both study sorcery under Renala and at Celia, respectively.
so
Da, da,
that
da.
sounds amazing. Especially, did you ever do the quest line for that sorceress that's underground where she tasked you to go and find two other sorcerers that were like immobile and couldn't talk? I'll
But
take the laugh as a no. But
um, they said noteworthy is that Rogier,
yeah, the nigga that gives you the
yeah,
+8
yeah.
rapier.
So they said that at one
Yeah.
point he says that the Golden Order was flexible enough to incorporate the Carrion nobles into the Golden Order, despite their previous conflict. Um, so it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, so maybe they're not an outer god, but it's something here, right? So I don't know. There's something you can go with that. But that one's kind of a little loose, but it's interesting just in terms of the lore. Then you have the
Yeah.
one-eyed god of fire. That's a possible outer god.
The
That was
frenzied
a god
flame,
worshipped.
I would
This
assume.
one was a god worshipped by the fire giants. It's
Ooh.
associated with the fire giants.
Wait,
and
so is this
it's a
not the Frenzy Flame?
well, it's a possibility. It's the same as
Oh,
the
okay.
frenzy flame. They're
Because
saying it's unlikely because the fire magic used by the fire giants and frenzy flame are different colors, while Melina is
true.
happy to use the power of the giant's flame to burn the Erd tree. She turns against the player if the frenzy flame is embraced. So I guess they're pretty much saying that like that kind of proves it because Melina used one of their powers, but then when you choose the other one, she said, "Nah, I ain't with that."
The only reason I thought it might be connected to the Frenzy Flame is because if you go to the Frenzy Flame village, there's literally a giant eye in the sky causing madness. So maybe the flaming god that the fire giants worshipped over time got corrupted and
It
became the
became the
Frenzy
frenzy flame,
Flame.
huh?
Because
Yeah,
it's
that
literally
makes
just
sense.
a giant eye that's on fire in the sky, corrupting everybody in the Frenzy Flame village.
And that would make a little sense because they're saying that there was a visual motif found in the eye of the fire giant. It's like one eye surrounded by eight smaller circles, right? And it's literally on Godric's crown.
Mm, okay. Damn, this game has so much detail. This shit is fucking insane. Every
So that
game going forward has to have Elden Ring levels of detail. Otherwise, it's fucking 3 out of 10.
right, so they have the dark moon, right? It's called the black moon of Noxtella. We don't know the exact nature of it. Da da
Okay.
da. It's mentioned in the Mimic Tier Ashes item description though, because it was likely involved in their plans for the coming or creation of a Lord of Night. So that's another one. Remember
Lord
the
of
Lord of Night and
Night.
Flame?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be
Oh,
another one. So
okay.
we could find out whose sword that was. That would be dope.
Yeah, like that's an ancient warrior sword that dropped it and we picked it up.
Yeah.
That's yeah, that sounds awesome.
Let's see what else. Da-da-da, described as the guide of countless stars and as a source of power and fear for Ronnie. Da-da-da. It has been fractured since the fall of the Eternal Cities. Its fragments are highly prized, and when looking out at the night sky from the Cathedral of Manicelis, two moons are very clearly visible on either side of the Erd Tree. Interesting.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah.
So then they have an unnamed god of the Death Birds. You know the Death Birds, right?
Yeah, they're fucking. How many are there? Because I fought 3 of them. I feel like there
I
might be
want to say it's
more.
like two or three.
I
So
fought, you fight the one in the early area in Limgrave.
so
Uh,
basically this one, so there's a twin bird kite shield, right, that drops from one of the death birds, and it
mhm.
says that the twin bird is said to be the envoy of an outer god, right?
The envoy of an outer god.
And so
Interesting.
basically they're saying that there's a lot of things that point to death being associated with this outer god's power.
Hmm.
And so they say that one is that there was a figure known as the Gloam or the Dusk-eyed Queen who ruled the Godskins before she was killed by Malika, right?
Right.
And then
I
so they
noticed you
said,
used Dusk God, like the Dusk ending from Thea. You
and they
also
talked to him.
mentioned Gotti, who use a black flame,
Mm,
which could be connected to death and Thea's
mm,
ending.
talked to him.
Okay.
So think about it. The Black Knife and Malika's Black Blade both deal holy damage. The
Yes.
Black Blade is an Erd Tree incantation and deals holy damage, as do the God Slayer incantations. But what's unclear is whether death is an independent outer god, an aspect of the greater will, or a different kind of power entirely. So there's death sorceries and a reference to death birds, so suggest that there's a side real dimension to death as well.
I
The
would
mag
love. No, go ahead.
And it said the
I'll go
Magma
after.
Sorceries descend from Renala and through Rykard's work, and are different from the Giant's Flame incantations. The Death Sorceries are described as being the way death was handled in the lands between prior to the Erd Tree and presumably the Golden Order. So it may be that death is simply a type of power or right manifested by whatever regime is currently dominating the lands between.
Wow,
Hmm.
heavy. I would. You
Yeah.
know what? I would love for a FromSoft game to let me actually fight the literal adaptation of death as opposed to fighting, just random gods. If like I
Mm.
could actually fight death itself, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I think. I think they're like I think it would be better off that they don't allow us to fight these outer gods themselves. Although I mean, you kind of technically do. I mean, I guess the Elden Beast is like a manifestation of that.
I think I think it would be best if we did fight the outer gods because it would explain how the lands between got so fucked up and broken to begin with. Because right now, the way things are going, it's not good. The lands between are not doing well. We're at
Yeah,
the
they're
end of
definitely
a cycle.
not.
So obviously the gods that the gods that would be either they're not here and don't give a fuck or somebody removed them from power.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I said I didn't because it's like I think with the scale and the amount of like the magnitude of the other gods, it's like I don't want you to include that sort of I don't want you to include that unless you going to like do it justice. You know what I mean? Like
That,
unless like
with
that's
FromSoft, they'll
got to
do it
be
justice because Bloodborne, that whole game is fighting gods. You're not just fighting random creatures like this game or Dark Souls. Bloodborne is all about fighting abominations like Cthulhu or fucking
I'll be beating the
uh,
shit out of abominations.
who's fucking Lovecraft. You're fighting Lovecraftian monsters with tentacles coming out of their assholes and their eye holes.
Speaking
You
of this has nothing to do with
assholes
what
and
you're
eye
saying,
holes.
but yeah, it has nothing to do with what you're saying. But I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right
All
back.
right. I gotta go back and replay fucking I gotta replay a couple. I want to go back in Bloodborne. I need to finish Bloodborne. I want to replay Sekiro and I want to replay Neo 2. I beat Neo 2 like 3 times, but I still did go through all the DLC. I like Neo 2 a lot. And I don't want to go back through Dark Souls Remastered because I beat it on Xbox One, but I didn't beat it on PS4. The Elden Ring just made me. It just gets me back in the spirit. God, that is a strong drink. Good lord.
Or whatever.
Got a good piss.
Couple one. Right. So boom, boom. Sorry. So what else? So let's get into the other lore that we were talking about, right? So
Hmm.
for those who don't know, right, they got people in the game called Empyreans. I believe I'm saying
Yes.
that right, but they're unique beings chosen by the Two Fingers to succeed America, which obviously the Two Fingers are connected to the Greater Will, and so on and so forth. Now, each Empyrean is given shadows, right? So
Right.
think about the Empyreans that we know. The Empyreans that we know are America,
Ronnie, for sure.
Ronica,
Ronica.
Ronica, Ronnie, who's a shadow is Blide, or that's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah,
Blide,
Blythe.
Blade, yeah.
Yeah, Blythe for sure.
And America, whose shadow is Malekith, right?
Yeah.
Now, Millennia is confirmed to be an Empyrean, right? She was chosen by the Two Fingers. So the question is, does she have a shadow? Where is her shadow at? Who is the Shadow?
Was her brother is cursed with youth, right?
Yeah. But then that brings us to the whole second point, right? Because her brother had plans, right? Her
Mm-hmm.
brother was never supposed to end up with Mog. Her brother built the Khaliid tree and was gonna merge with the Khaliid tree, which is why we find her waiting at the Khaliid tree for her brother, right? But the question is, what happens if Mikola stayed at the Khaliid tree, embedded into the Khaliid tree, and just stayed there, right? So
Wait,
that could be
wait.
one aspect of the DLC.
I thought her brother. I thought she was waiting literally at the point where her brother was because he was cursed with youth and made the Halik tree, and he's literally cocooned in the tree where she is. So she literally, after she fought Radon and dropped her, her Scarlet Rot poison, she went back and went to sleep literally at the foot of where the nigga will wake up. It's like he's there, right?
Mm-mm. He created the Khaliid tree. He's with Mog.
Oh, this whole time I thought that he was like
Like
cocooned
that's
where she was.
yeah, no. He was stolen in his cocoon form. That's why when Mog,
Oh,
that's why when
okay.
you fight Mog, there's the cocoon there.
So wait, then why did Millennia just chill in her little swamp area? Why
Well,
didn't
I
she
mean,
go
think
get her
about it.
brother back?
She just fought Radon, nigga. She was tired. Nigga, she had to get carried all the way back to the Halig tree. She
True.
was
So
just
yeah,
resting up.
she was fucking wiped out, and then she was asleep that whole time until we came. Literally. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So I think, we could definitely do a story element where what if Mikola stayed at the Halig tree, was allowed to embed in it? Or we could go the other route, right?
Mm.
Which is the way the story goes. Like Mikola was stolen by Mog in the story. So okay, cool. His whole plan was he wanted to elevate Mikola to godhood and be Mikola's consort. So and regardless of how much blood he tried to share with Mikola, Mikola didn't respond to him.
Mhm.
Um and so the game hints that Mikola is probably still alive. Is that the player does not get Mikola's great rune from killing Mog.
Yep.
And then from a lore perspective, Sir Gideon also confirmed that Mikola is still alive and still slumbering. So again, Mikola is still alive, even in the actual story. So I think it would be easy to show us what would happen if he went back to the Erd tree or Halik tree, excuse me.
Yeah.
So that'd be dope.
They could
But
have whole DLCs based, even if we don't take into account everything that we're saying about all the outer gods and the elder gods. They could have a whole DLC based around the entire underground city of Nokron and Sofrita
yeah, Knockdown so freak guys and
and
even the Mog's place,
Ansel,
right? If
whatever
you
that
add
shit.
in the little
Yeah.
Mikola stuff in.
So like what's it called? Sofrita River. That's Mog's place is a part of Sofrita River actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then up in the top, we got the deep root depths, and
Mm.
then we got Nokron over on the left with Astel, the natural born of the void. So we can have a whole DSV explaining how this city got pushed underground in the first place.
That's true.
And
Definitely
why
do
does
that.
the city have an entire sky when it's underground? That's
I
fucking
think
insane.
they explained that one.
Do they? I like
I,
that. Explain it.
Eternal City lore. I'm pretty sure they did. I think it was something to do with Estelle.
Oh, okay. Also, going back to connecting this game to later games. Astel is the most bloodborne looking nigga that I've ever seen in my entire life outside of Bloodborne. This nigga has to have
Oh,
something to do with fucking Bloodborne. Him or his
okay.
bitch ass brother that's in a fucking mine shaft somewhere.
Okay, I see it. So basically, long story short, they looked to the stars for guidance instead of the greater will. Greater will didn't really care that much. But then the problem was they created the black flame and presumably the finger slayer blade, which can harm even the greater will. So of course, greater will ain't like that. Elden Beast got tight and sent Astel to Hiroshima that shit. Blasted that hole into the earth, and well, Here we go.
So
And
now the
then
shit
so
is underground, but because Astel, who controls gravity and space, he created another sky for this entire underground city
yeah, boy had that
from
thing on.
Siafra River over to uh Deep Root Basin and Knockstep. That's fucking crazy.
Boy, let
This
hang
game is
on.
crazy.
Oh man. But yeah, so what else we got? What else we got? We got boom boom boom. So obviously there's a bunch with Godwin. Like the game doesn't mention a lot with Godwin, but
Hmm.
it mentions enough. And hold on, let me see this. Um hold on, let me so there's Godwin shit in Via's quest line.
Yeah, her whole
Um
quest is to sit with Godwin and revive him.
Right. So again, that's easy, right? We can do DLC where we get the whole guy when becomes the Prince of Death for real, and he comes back. But then the other part that's interesting, right, is that the whole reason why Godwin got killed was because Ronnie sent her assassins on the Night of Black Knives, right? To steal the fragment of Death and Death from Malekith.
Yeah,
So they
you're not
wiped
gonna ever get me to say nothing bad against my girl though. So
who Ronnie?
yeah, no, so
Yeah,
that's
for
my
sure.
consort.
But so anyways, the Godwin died that night. They stole the fragment. But the thing is, I think obviously I was saying that one of the DLC could be you play as Godfrey, the first Tarnished back then. But you said that they don't FromSoft don't do that. So
Yeah.
the other thing we could do is what was I gonna say? The other thing you could do is that you could have you go back and play, some tarnished from back then who was privy to the plan to kill Godwin, and you basically try to interact and try to intervene. So you
Hmm.
either deal with the Black Knife assassins, or you take the side of the Black Knife assassins, and you got to fight Godwin. I think that'd be interesting to let the player choose both or either or and see how it goes. And then no matter what, Godwin dies anyway because that was necessary for Elden Ring to happen.
I don't
Because
know if I don't know if I sent you a video. I don't think I did. I probably sent it on TikTok, which you probably didn't watch. But I was watching a video on the lore of Godfrey, and remember here how we were talking about how he lost his grace and how he got cast out as first tarnished.
mm-hmm.
So if you read enough into the different items and his lore, it looks like he didn't just randomly up and lose his grace. Like we thought, oh, I fought all the strongest niggas there were. I don't got shit else to do. Fuck it. I'm gonna lose my grace. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's what it's looking like is Marika took his grace away after he fulfilled his purpose and cast him out. So when you go back to the city, that golden effigy that you see that's basically Godfrey, you're literally fighting his grace. That's not a remembrance
Yeah,
or that
right. Yeah.
you're literally fighting his grace.
Like the true
So
version of him,
yeah, so Marika literally just used this nigga for all he's worth and cast him aside. Took this nigga basically his soul, and then used his soul to fight niggas to stop them from coming up to end the cycle or
So,
amend the cycle or whatever you choose.
I'm
I don't.
finna head out.
This is just it's wild. Marika is the real villain, or
Yeah, she not shit
Radagon,
work.
you could say.
But so then you can do that. Do. What else we got? Yeah, and then the other part was remember Godwin. Remember the whole quest line with Fias, where the whole point is to give him life. We could do that.
Yeah,
And then the other one I thought was interesting. That kind of the game really doesn't even care about. Really is Nefeli Lu is
yeah. I would
Godfrey's
love to
daughter,
see. Yes, I would love
and
to
the
see some evolution
game
of that story.
just don't really care. The game's just like yeah. So what? Whatever.
So
Okay.
they when the game first came out, there were some quest lines that were unfinished, but
Mm,
they added some shit to the game to where you can finish it. So I I finished Nephili's quest line and like playthrough 4,
Hmm.
but I'm still not satisfied. So I want
Yeah, because
I
she's a
want more.
demigod.
Yeah.
Like, and she's allegedly a tarnished, but she's ordered by decree from her father to kill and dethrone Godric. Like,
Hmm.
think about it. If you were strong enough to be ordered to kill Godric, nigga, you strong enough for me to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
You strong enough for me to scrap.
Or
You
you
feel me?
strong enough to fight alongside me while I fight somebody else.
Yeah, either way, you're going to pull up.
Yeah, now all this talk about Elden Ring just got me wanting to play other games. Like, I was talking to myself while he was in the bathroom, and I wanna go back and replay fucking Dark Souls 1 specifically, the remaster version. Um Also want to play Sekiro again, which has nothing to do with any of these games, but I just really like the combat in Sekiro. And also want to replay Neo 2, which also again has nothing to do with any of these games, but just a good game. It's just a good game. You should play Neo 2. I think you'll like it.
Maybe,
It actually has more story than uh FromSoft games. It actually has cutscenes in.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know why you say it maybe so ominously, but maybe.
Hmm. I'm interested. There's a weapon called the Golden Epithet, right? It's a straight sword that deals holy damage, and it's made to commemorate the death of Godwin the Golden, right? Obviously, the first demigod to die, but it's
Where the fuck
infused
do you
with the
get that?
no clue. Aruza hero's grave. Use a stone sword key to unlock a seal and fight a basilisk guarding a treasure. I've never
A
seen this shit before, but
basilisk? I haven't even seen a
anyway.
basilisk in this game.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh my
it's
god.
infused
Come
with
on.
the prayer of a young boy, right? Oh brother, Lord brother, please die a true death. Excuse me. But the prayer is interesting, right? Because it's the prayer of a young boy. Oh brother, Lord brother, please. Like, who is Godwin's brother?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a good question.
Hmm.
I
You
mean,
get
what
me?
if
You get me,
no
bro.
Mog? I'm just saying Mog and Margit are his brothers, but Godwin was just the
Right,
wait.
but
No, I'm trying to.
remember the prayer of a young boy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There
You
we
get
go.
what
Yeah.
you get me, bro.
Yeah.
So I would think it's Mikola, right?
But
That would make
Mikola's
sense.
is just the twin of Millennia, right?
But here's the thing, right? So someone else was mentioning, right? This weapon skill is the only skill in the game that uses the Khaliid tree incantation icon. It's the same one that you get when you use Mikola's needle in the arena, right? So Mikola is also cursed with eternal youth,
Okay.
ergo young boy who would consider Godwin a brother. Okay, of course, it makes sense. The
Ooh.
skeleton kill effect
Ooh.
is basically the effect of it, like it kills undead people, right? So it seems to be a consequence
Ooh.
of Mikola's prayer. Those who live in death come from the death root, which in turn comes from the corpse of Godwin, right? So the skeleton kill seems to be the consequence of the prayer extending out to the derivatives of Godwin in his role as the Prince of Death. So interesting. That'd be interesting.
That's
Hmm.
very interesting. Yeah, no, I'm definitely invested in that shit. Holy shit.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's definitely some interesting chances for DLC and like messing with the lore because I just think with so many routes you can go, bro, I mean, you could just do Elden Ring too.
Yeah,
Like shit don't even got a real story. It's just all DLC.
I would say don't get your hopes up for Elden Ring 2 though, because I
No,
read an
I'm cool with
article.
the DLC. I'm fine with that.
No, I'm just saying I read an article the other day. Miyazaki, the director of every Dark Souls game, Elden, he was looking at another fantasy artist. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the exact article that I read. He was basically looking for stunning world, blah 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 blah. Let's see if I can find this. Okay, I can't find the exact article that I read, but I read an article saying that Miyazaki was getting a Tomcat. No, blah, blah. I said Tomcat. I meant contact. There was another fantasy writer similar to George R. Martin that he was looking to get in contact with to base another Soulsborne game on. So he's looking to do like another fantasy game in another universe with another writer like George R. Martin. So like if George R. Martin did Game of Thrones, he was looking to do another artist, but I can't remember what they wrote.
You want to know
Yeah,
why you can't remember? I took that memory from you.
why'd you do that?
I snatched it straight from you. Stole it.
That didn't answer why you did it. You just said how you did it.
I'm never gonna answer why I did it.
The memories make a man.
What's that?
Mhm. That that didn't help. Yeah. So anyway,
Is that it? Is that it, huh?
yeah, no, because you just depressed me with knowing that you took away my memory.
Snatching your memory from me.
What's crazy is you do that.
Yeah, remember your power was feminization. I picked something useful. Sorry, buddy.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair.
People. All right. So what else we got? What else we got? I'm not doing Stranger Things. But Stranger Things is returning next month. That's dope. Season 4.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, love Stranger
But
Things.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. I might move the Dan Snyder thing the next week. Because we'll talk about this eventually because it's pretty important. But like, I don't care right now.
Oh, we were talking about games. I guess we could talk about Back for Blood.
Oh yeah, the Back for Blood DLC.
Yeah.
Well, you can take it away because I didn't play this. So
Yeah, so Back for Blood is a game that I'm very disappointed with. Highly disappointed with Back for Blood because when we played it, it was fun. It was a fun game. But like most games that come out nowadays, it doesn't have any staying power. Like after you beat it, there's nothing else to do, which is super disappointing because I played the original Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 for years. Like, nigga, if Left 4 Dead was out on PS5 right now, I would still fucking play it. That's how good those games were. So like it's super disappointing that Back for Blood just fell off a cliff. And the reason I say all this is because they just came out with a new DLC, which the DLC is fun. I played it. Even playing with complete fucking idiots that have no idea what is going on, I was I was able to have a decent time with it. And so I still need to play it with you so we can actually
enjoy it. Yeah.
enjoy it.
Now we
Yeah.
gotta play with Ant, bro.
Yeah. If he ever gets on PlayStation again,
If
I
he
mean,
gets on for longer than 6 minutes.
not even that. If he gets on at all, when's the last time he was fucking on?
I don't know, but it don't matter. Nigga will get on, and then
Yeah,
within
he'll
10
get
minutes,
on
he's
exactly
20 feet away from his mic. I'm like, yo, what you doing all the way over there?
every
Yeah.
time. It's crazy because he he's one of the only people that actually has that game, but he just won't get on.
I swear on this nigga used to kill me when he used to sit up here and do the whole yo nobody wants to play with me da da da. I'm like bro, because you get on, you play like half a match, if that, one match maybe, and then you be gone. So
Yeah,
why would I stop the game I'm playing and get on a new game, play with you for 20 minutes?
not even
Just
20. Not
yeah,
even 20.
probably one match. Well, I mean whatever the equivalent of one match is in a game,
Mm-hmm.
like one act, one
One
whatever, and then
mission.
you just vanish
Yeah.
again.
Let me go get up and get my steak that's in the microwave or some crazy shit.
Let me go get my steak in the microwave.
I think it's not even a joke. One time we were playing with him, he said he meant to thaw out a steak, but he didn't do it, so he put it in the microwave to thaw it out.
That's OD. Is that
Nah,
even? Can you do that?
I
I
don't
mean,
think
I guess you
so.
can, but
I don't. I don't. I don't agree with thawing out anything in the microwave. If you
that's true.
gotta, if you,
Especially any like big anything over like a pound, bro. Like cut it
yeah,
out.
a steak, bro, that's a thick cut of meat. You can't just be, you can't, nah. Maybe like a handful of scallops or some shrimp or something. Maybe you can microwave that for like a minute and get it thawed out. But
Dog, I would. Oh man, I would lose my mind if I seen. No, 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 no. Nigga put scallops in the microwave. Please no.
that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't do it, but you could if you wanted to thaw them out. I'm not
Mm,
saying cook them like that, but just thaw them out and then cook them normal after you thaw them out.
mm, mm.
I mean, you can cook eggs in the microwave. They don't got nothing to do with scallops, but I just thought about putting eggs in a cup and then microwave them for a minute. You'll get some scrambled eggs. That's not from the heat. That's from the radiation from the microwave. So
No, it's from the radiation from the microwave.
that's crazy because I just said that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm,
know.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So yeah, I guess we're done with that topic. Radiation from microwaves.
I think we're done entirely.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
about
no.
at this point. At this point, my focus is elsewhere.
See, told you don't have no fucking focus. I
I'm
told you. I
thinking of
said that.
thinking. I'm thinking about that 3 minute trailer I skipped.
See? Yeah, so yeah, we can end this.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, it was episode 44.
44. That's crazy.
Yeah, 44. That's crazy. We gotta do something for 50. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it out.
We have a
Yes,
squirting contest in Houston.
we'll have a square off.
Yeah, in Houston specifically.
In Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In Houston, yeah.
Not sure how we gonna pull that one off, but we got 6 weeks to figure it out.
6 weeks isn't a lot of time. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's not, but believe
We
me,
could just not pod for a while and then move 50 like 3 months away.
that. Oh yeah, that is true. Or you could just you could just start like sub podding. Like you just like this is 44.
What
You
the
could do like
fuck is sub pod?
44.1.
44.1.
Well, remember we didn't talk about Dan Snyder, so we gonna add that on. That's
Ah, okay. So
44.1.
every time we leave a subject off, that's an addition to the pod. Okay.
You do 44 and a
Okay.
half. Nigga just do 44 remastered.
44, the EP part 2.
Nigga just the exact same pile. We just hit different points entirely. Like we still gonna talk about Cam Newton, but we just gonna talk about something different entirely.
All right, so last time we was talking about cooking. This time we're gonna talk about the clubbing aspect.
He said, "All right, so let's talk about this, fellas. Are you tired of bad bitches? It's okay. This is a safe space, fellas. Are you tired of bad bitches? Blink twice if you are. Okay?
I
Because
think
listen,
I think bad bitches just depends on the eye of the beholder because in my eyes, a bad bitch is a woman that has a good personality and cooks
boo.
and looks good. and she
Boo.
values me as a person.
This nigga wants to be valued, yo. I can't believe.
So now,
What are you, a
now it's
female, yo?
now it's wrong to be valued. I want to be. Excuse me
Brother.
if you want to be flied out. Sorry,
Flued
flued
out.
out. Yeah,
I
flued
got
out. I
flown
need to
out
be flued
once.
out.
I ought to tell the story on here once. I think I did, maybe. No, I
No,
probably
no, no.
didn't.
You
I don't know.
told me that
I
story,
told
but you
you the
never
story. Yeah.
told the story on
No,
here.
I've been flued out. I mean, I ain't gonna. We'll say that for another day. But I
I
mean,
never
fuck
been
it.
flued
I
out.
don't got nothing else. But yeah, no, I got. But the funniest thing is, I didn't even get flued out by the girl I was talking to. I got flued out by a girl who just met the girl that I was talking to.
Oh no, you told me. Just
That's like
save
that.
it
Like
for the
that's the
next time
part
you
that
actually told.
that is the silliest part to me. Like
Save
imagine,
it
like,
for
oh,
when
I
you
got
actually
flown out.
tell the
Who you
story.
get flown out by? A girl I met 20 minutes before she flew me out.
That is insane though. Like you was dealing with some bad bitches. See, like fuck
That
Cam Newton. Fuck what you
shame.
talking.
I'm in here fuck
If
with each
my
man.
definition
You
of a
know
bad bitch
me.
is a woman that got enough money to do what she want to do.
Well, I mean, she barely had enough because she was saving up
Like,
money to get an apartment, and her
either
nigga was
way, she
mad.
had
I had
enough
to meet. I
money
had
to
to meet
fly
him.
you out.
That's true. But you know, I had to meet him. Like at
Who?
first, I was like, I'm not gonna meet him. Like it was her man's. Like remember, they saving up to get an apartment together,
Oh
and
yeah.
she spent $1,800 on a nigga she met 20
That
minutes.
no, that's insane.
So of course
No, that we gonna talk about this now. Fuck
he
later. That's fucking insane. Well, hold on. I gotta piece this together in my mind. So you were going to see a girl,
I was
and
never gonna see her though. Like that, I wasn't even
no,
talking to
but
her. That was the craziest part.
no. She wanted you to come see her,
Yeah.
and you didn't have the money,
Hmm.
and she got her friend
But she didn't even.
who
Yeah. Yeah.
who was trying to move in somewhere with somebody to
Mm-hmm.
spend $1,800 for you to come there.
Mm-hmm.
So
In 8 hours. 8 hours from when that call happened.
8 hours, so not even a full day.
No, I
So
got off the phone and had to pack my bags.
so her friend got dependency issues. Her friend was scared of losing your ex as a friend, so she just felt like she had to do that. Otherwise,
You
eh,
know, you're definitely wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why.
why?
Because that girl that paid my ticket was not her friend. She met that woman that like 2 days before.
This is
You get what
making
I'm saying?
even less
Yeah,
sense.
I know it
You're
is. I know.
saying less and less words to make sense to me.
So what I'm saying is, right? I had an ex. I wasn't even speaking to my ex at the time. We hadn't spoken in weeks when I got the call. Right? My ex went to go Hawaii to visit her friend. And her friend is in the armed forces. Her friend had a roommate. The roommate's the woman who
The
bought the
roommate.
ticket for me. It wasn't
What?
her friend. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't who she actually came out
What
there
the
to
fuck?
see. It was the roommate who was there saving up money to move out.
Saving money to move out. She was saving money and she spent it on a random nigga she never seen before for a random woman she didn't know.
I just got that. I just got that
No,
vibe to
shut the
me.
fuck up. It don't got nothing to do with you. What is her? What? What is wrong with this
I
woman?
just got that vibe.
No, what is her disability? I need.
Bro, they
What is her
know my
disability?
energy, yo. They know
No,
my
what is
energy.
this
That's
woman's
what it is. He
disability?
said, "What's her
How
disability?"
did they
That's
take advantage of
booty.
her? No,
How
how
did
did they
they
take
take
advantage of
it?
her? What? Nah, how? I need to know.
But nah, I mean that's always been nuts to me. Like, bro, I went out there with $100 and came home with I think 40 or 60
Hey, yo,
on a 6 day trip to Hawaii.
I'm not worried about you coming home with $40 because
No, you should
obviously
be.
you're
I
no,
spent
because your girl
sixty
was taking
dollars
care of
in
you.
in 6 days. But
No, that's
no,
what I'm saying.
remember, we weren't talking for like a month.
Yeah, no,
In
I
my
get
mind, we
that.
broke up. We wasn't
Yeah, no,
even done. We was done.
listen, I get that, but
He said, but that don't
obviously,
actually. That's not the surprising part. Like women will
yeah,
always
no,
trick on a nigga if they like him.
yeah, exactly. The shit this I'm not getting is you had a place to stay for free from a woman that didn't know you
Yeah, that
that
was the
spent
nuts part.
1,800. That's the crazy part. I don't give a fuck about your girl or sorry, your ex girl.
Uh,
Obviously, she still got some feelings for you if she's taking care of you for 6 days.
Oh no, at the
You
time,
spent,
nigga, we got back together after that. Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
no.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
well,
yeah,
yeah,
so you
it was
spending
100%.
$60 don't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't give a fuck about that. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. I
I'm sorry.
expected that. Yeah, no, you talking about having $100 and leaving 40? That don't mean nothing. How did you get there for
Ooh,
free
she like
and
you.
live there for free for 6 days? That's what I'm talking about.
You know, you just got that aura. You know, it's certain niggas just got that joint, got
This
that
nigga is
aura.
starting a cult. He got a harem. This nigga's Jared Leto.
What? No, I'm
This
not.
nigga, this nigga just
I
got
can't even
women.
act. Well, never mind. No, wait, no. That makes me closer to Jared
Mm,
Leto. Chill, chill, chill.
mm.
I can't act. In fact, I'm a great actor.
Okay, were you in Morbius? Or
No, I could have been there.
oh, that's
They
crazy.
asked me about it, and I was like, "Nah, let some weird nigga take it." And then Jared Leto got it.
No, don't try to break shit off. Don't try to do that.
They originally wrote it for me. Why you think it was all them silly ass accents and shit?
I didn't see the movie, so I don't know what accents you're talking about. But
Good. Although I'm talking about a wrong movie. I'm talking about Moon Knight, if I'm not mistaken.
huh.
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
like you. I don't like you.
It doesn't matter because everything's the same.
No,
Nothing's
it's not.
different.
Yes, it is.
Nothing's truly any different than. But yeah, listen. Getting flued out is great, especially when it's somebody you can actually trust. Like it's amazing. I think it's one of the thing everyone deserves to get flued out. Like even if it's like it's a 50-minute flight. Like it don't gotta be like mind you, getting flown out from New Jersey in the middle of the winter to Hawaii is nuts. But like you can get flued out to just 2 states over. I don't care. Getting flued out is getting flued out. As long as you're having a good time where you land, I mean that's getting flued out. I
Yeah.
don't count it as getting flued out. Like if you land and like the shit mid, like you land and he's just like, all right, I'm gonna put you in a hotel and I'm gonna go out
I'm,
and you just sit in the
I'm gonna
room
see
all
you
day and then
once a day for three
yeah, I'm gonna
days.
see you every night. Like, nah, that's not getting flued out. That's you a fuck toy, sis. Sorry.
Yeah, you got flown out, and the niggas just using you to fuck every night for 3 days straight.
Which is nuts because like he could have just did this with some local pussy, but okay.
He just no, that just mean he wanted to fuck you specifically.
Yeah, but my whole point is like, bro, you spent extra money just to do something you could have did with locally. Like this is useless for me,
Listen, I'm
at least.
lame, bro. I'm gonna do
He
what I
said, "Listen,
do.
I'm late."
Fuck, man. You always got a problem with what I'm lame. Damn. Let
just
me
let me,
chill.
just let, bro. Didn't you say every man could define who they want to be?
No, I didn't mean you could be lame and do that.
He
No,
said, "No, no, no. I'm sorry.
that's
Lame
not
wasn't
fashion.
part of that.
No.
Lame was not part of that. I didn't put that in the description. It wasn't for you to
Matter
be
of fact,
lame.
you're not lame. You a whole ass nigga.
But yeah, no, getting flued out is great, man. Especially going to Hawaii. I mean, like in January. No, in
I,
March. It
I
was in
would
March. It
really
snowed
love
the
to
day I
go to
left.
Hawaii, but
Well, I
Hawaii
feel like
right
you
now
can't
is
go
just
now because
so fucked
everybody.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't go.
yeah.
And it's fucked up. White people fucked up Hawaii to the point where I can't even go now. Bro, like, come on. Yo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Listen, I got a little. One would argue a controversial take on some of them tourist takes.
Oh
And
no,
I would
I
just be
know.
telling people, quite frankly, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I want to go somewhere, I get what y'all saying. I'm
No, no, no.
fucking going.
I definitely agree. No, I'm gonna say this. If I want to go somewhere, I'm gonna go somewhere. Nobody gonna tell me not where not to
Yeah.
go. But at the same
Nah, I'm gonna
time,
move a little. Yeah, obviously, yeah.
but
In
at the
some
same
cases,
time, the fact that Hawaii is being stripped from its resources and that the people that are living there are being told not to use water because they want to give water to, the people that
the
are there in
resorts
hotels.
and yeah, all of that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so like
nuts.
that's why
It's
I'm not
absolutely
going there.
nuts.
It's crazy.
So like if I
But
were to go, all right, I wouldn't go to resort. I would figure like there's a lot of things I would do differently. But my whole point is you not stop like if
I
I
was gonna
want to
say
go somewhere,
nobody gonna
like
tell me
I'm
where I
not
can't go.
yeah,
Yo, I'm
that's
not.
not we're
I'm
not
gonna.
doing it.
No,
We're not
nobody
doing
gonna
it.
tell
The
me where I
only way
can't
I'm
go.
not gonna go is if I feel like I ain't safe here. Like if nigga like, yo, you wanna go to Ukraine?
No,
No,
fuck that. Even if I feel like I'm
no.
not safe there, nigga, I'm different. I'm safe everywhere I go. Fuck all
Nah,
that
you're
shit, nigga.
bugging. You're not
No,
safe everywhere you
yes I
go.
am, nigga.
That's a lie.
I'm
That's
built
a
different.
lie.
I'm
You
built differently.
build differently and you gonna die the same.
I'm gonna die differently because
You
I'm
gonna die
built
differently.
differently.
That don't make it no better.
I didn't say when I was gonna die. I'm not gonna die when I.
Mm,
I'm not getting pressed
mm,
in Ukraine.
different.
And nigga, nobody gonna press me in Ukraine. The fuck.
Word, yo.
But like I was saying, uh, I want to go to Hawaii. I've always wanted to see it because it looks beautiful. But I feel bad going there because that
The circumstances under
the
which
circumstances are fucked
Native
up.
Hawaiians
But
live
at the
and so
same
on and so
time,
forth.
I feel some type of way. People telling me I can't go as a
No, I
grown man
never
with money.
listen. I tell people that all the time. Like people be like, "Well, I'm judging you." I'm like, "Then judge me, bitch. Judge me from New Jersey. I don't give a fuck." Like,
I don't give a fuck
nigga,
about
you
people
judge.
judging me in America. I'm thinking about the people actually there that
I wouldn't
are
care about that neither. My whole
experiencing.
thing is I'm just conscious enough to be like, all right, listen. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna put money in some local. You know what I'm saying? Like I know where I want to put my efforts
Well,
at,
see,
right?
that's what I'm saying. I'm not. If I'm gonna go to fucking Hawaii on a vacation, I'm not gonna go out of the way to find like.
Like natives, and I don't think you necessarily have to though.
No, I'm not
Truth
about to
be
say I'm
told,
not gonna go out of my way to find natives, but if you go on Priceline to book a vacation to Hawaii, how can you filter? You know what I mean? Like,
I get what you're saying. I mean, you
how do
really
I know when
can,
natives?
but I mean, just don't go to resort. I mean, I guess that might be like one of the easier ways.
But like,
Just
how do you
don't go
even
to a
know
resort.
the hotels that are there are good?
I mean, you can. Some of them will show you the room. And the problem is, like, even something like Airbnb, like, well, guess what? Airbnb is an issue too.
Nigga,
So it's like there
Airbnb
really
is
is.
just
Yeah, everything's
everywhere.
an issue essentially. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I always try to tell people. Like, I'm just like, listen, y'all gotta understand. Like, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, and it's real funny
Yeah,
how like niggas know that, but then they sometimes they want to pretend like, oh wow, you really gonna do that? I'm like, yes, nigga. Just like you really gonna buy clothes from that place that got sweatshops, and I'm not gonna judge you for it because that's what you can afford, right? So what are we talking about? I don't understand. Like niggas will choose to ignore the atrocities of this and that depending on what it is. You know what I mean? Whether it be food or fashion or so on and so forth. But it's like, you know, a nigga going on vacation, you're like, well, vacation's not necessary. Yeah, I get that, but neither is Chick-fil-A.
I wouldn't even say a vacation isn't necessary. I feel
First
like
off, a
any nigga
vacation is
saying that,
necessary. I ain't
yeah,
going
no.
to niggas without vacations are more likely to be serial killers. That's a fact.
Nigga, I take a vacation every week, nigga. I need at least one. I work 4 day work
You take
weeks.
a vacation every week.
If it's not a vacation, it's a
Nigga
sick
just
day.
take a PTO day off. I'm about to go to like Florida or something today.
That's an exaggeration. I don't take a day off every week, but I take at least one sick day off a month just as a mental health day. Just because I can't, I can't do that constantly. I can't constantly work 5 days a week, a
I don't
month
even.
straight.
I don't want to work at all. To be 100% real with you, like I'm at the point now where I'm just like, yo, is there any way I could like not work? Like obviously the answer is
Gambling,
no.
bro. We just gotta keep
Yeah,
gambling.
no, but then the problem with gambling is so volatile, boy. You could lose it all, win it all. It's
Yeah,
just,
no. Well, that's what I'm saying. You bet low, win high. Once
yeah, I
you win,
know.
don't bet more. That's how you lose it.
Yeah,
When you bet,
yeah. It's just so
once you
easy,
start
right?
putting 30,000 down on the game, that's how you lose it. Bruh.
mm,
All it takes is
mm,
you just put $7 down and you win
mm.
$100,000 game.
And that's all it takes. You're right.
That's all it takes. And then after that, that's when you start to get into an uncut gems territory. When you start betting high,
Well, see, his
and
problem was he was betting with other niggas' money. That's
yeah, no,
ultimately
that's
you. Anytime you betting with somebody else's money,
definitely don't
that's
bet with other
dumb.
niggas' money. That's facts. Don't bet with other niggas' money
What
for
else
sure.
was reset? Oh, reset. Adult use of weed is official on the 21st in New Jersey, meaning you can go buy it without a card. Well, do we even have any dispensaries open in the damn state? It's like three, right? Niggas refuse to open anymore.
Wait, how can you buy it without a dispensary?
Dispensaries, New Jersey. No, without a card.
Oh, wait, what do you mean without a car? So like
You
it
need a
was
card
illegal.
to
You
buy from
needed to
dispensaries.
drive it somewhere. You can't walk around with weed.
Bro, weed was not legal in this state until this year.
No, that's what I'm saying. This recent article just saying
I got one in New Jersey, one
adult use
in
is
Woodbridge.
sufficient on. You can now
Oh, they got
buy or
13. Hold on. Oh, this is medical
what?
though. Legal marijuana sales start in Thursday. And hold on, let me read this real quick. Let me read this real quick. Oh, I see Cure Relief is mostly. Patterson and Bloomfield. Okay. Uh, Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Time to make operate an extra turn. Okay, cool. So we're going at meter. Okay, so let me see. Hold on, let me just look at the dispensaries in New Jersey. They got one in Union, one in Woodbridge, one in Secaucus, one in
The
Maplewood.
caucus? No, it's definitely a racist town for sure. It's a
Um,
caucus.
what is this? This is in Maplewood, right? Yeah, one in Maplewood, one in Montclair, one in Bloomfield, Patterson, Elizabeth. Oh, interesting. Rochelle Park. Oh, these shits all around here. I didn't know they had this many. I remember last time I checked, they had literally like I want to say like 3 or like 4. It was like not a lot. What is this? Care by Danks? What in the world? Hemp, flower oil, edibles, tinctures, lotions. Interesting. Okay, anyway, let's get the hell out of here. We've been here too long.
Yeah, no, we definitely went over it.
We finna head out, y'all. Y'all be safe. And don't forget to press Joe Biden about them student loans.
Fuck Joe Biden. Don't forget to press through the senators about not being pieces of shit. Pop up their houses.
Pop up at their houses and redact it.